My stats look really, really bad. Like, the stats look really bad. Are you guys getting any frame drops? Yeah. The stats look really bad, dude. Dude, we've got a problem. Griffin, stop it. Dude, I don't know if this is no, I'm not using the jetpack. Hang on. Griffin, I'm worried. I don't know if this is going to work tonight. There's clearly something going on with my ISP. I cannot hold a stable connection.
I was running a test on my own, and my Discord is eating my bandwidth, so I killed my Discord.
Okay, let me kill Discord. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if that makes a difference.
You immediately got better.
No way. What is Discord doing tonight? That's what it was, dude. I am back to 100%.
There you go.
Damn.
Nailed it. I'm here for a reason. I'm here for a reason. Do.
Damn. Discord just eating it up. Well, I am so sorry. I hope that didn't like screw up any streams with the streaks or anything. Probably did. Now I got to fix the YouTube thing real quick. Hang on. Yeah, what's Discord doing? Yeah, seriously, dude, that fixed it. That fixed it 100%.
Good. Happy day.
Wow, what are they doing over there? What's
Having a little
it
problem.
downloading? That's scary, dude, when you think about it.
Huh.
Yeah, drop frame rates are down to 0.
Perfect. Hey, look at Wheels with his 20 stream streak. Thank
Hang
you,
on,
Wheels.
it's the new ads they put in the Discord client. I mean, holy smokes. So I can't run Discord. That's awesome.
That's
All right,
okay.
let me
We'll get by for one night.
Let me fix YouTube here real quick. All right, I just got YouTube back up. Yeah, completely fine.
Perfect.
Wow. Sorry, guys. I guess there's no Discord. Sorry.
Well, you didn't break it. We just fixed it.
No Discord tonight. Sorry, Tarpy. Sorry, Karkin. Okay.
Well, they could stream together.
Yeah, if you want to come and join the stream together, we can do that. Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Go ahead and hit the timer button. And I cannot determine what is happening on the Twitch platform.
Well, we're a minute and a half left on a level 2 hype train, DJs, with 88%.
Oh, my
completed.
God. Okay. Hi, everybody. No, I don't think it broke anybody's stream. I hope. Amazing. Hey, thank you, KA Knowledge. Thank you for the resub. Griffin with the 20 bomb. What are you doing? What are you doing, big boy?
Just keep hope alive.
Keeping hope alive. Don't stop believing. Hey, Wardod, what's going on?
Wardod's here.
What are you doing? What you doing here, Wardod? Speaking of people who love to raid me, there is a video out today.
Haha.
No, I'm not going to reload
really?
Discord. If like 5 people are telling me that Discord is broken today, then I'm not reloading it. Yeah, I can't do that. I do have a video to share with you guys, though. I don't think Griffin's going to be able to hear it, though. Griffin won't be able to hear it because I'm playing. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. Oh, hold on. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I just got to pull it up in Microsoft Edge.
Oh, boy.
I hate using Microsoft Edge. I lost data again.
You're back, though. You're good.
No, I'm not. All right, let's close Edge. No, I'm dropping frames like crazy, dude. Let me see if there's anything else I can close. Yeah, there's something terrible happening. I don't have anything else in here that would be running. Stream Deck, Star Trek Fleet Command. Let me close out Chrome. Yeah, dude, this is bad.
Sometimes that Discord client likes to pop back in. Did Discord reopen itself in the little tray down at the bottom?
No, it didn't.
Well, I hear you just fine.
Yeah, I'm back up to 20% drop frames. You know what? I'm going to turn off Pretzel. Maybe it's Pretzel. I'll turn off Pretzel.
Yeah,
turn off.
Get rid of Pretzel. Who needs Pretzel anyway?
I'm going to turn off Pretzel, and I'm closing everything. I'm closing all of it. YouTube is crashing.
Hi Domo 56.
I'm going to turn off. All right, YouTube. Sorry, I'm going to have to turn you off. Emergency.
Come to Twitch.
Emergency catastrophic recovery mode. All right, looks like it's leveling out. Did I download the PC client update for STFC? Yeah, I did. Is that bad? Is that a bad thing? All right, sorry, YouTube. You're gone. It's not going to work out tonight.
This 56K baud modem edition of Talking Trek, the official podcast of Star Trek Fleet Command, is brought to you by Ghost Energy. Ghost Energy. When you're having a crappy dial-up internet day, at least you can taste good.
That's what?
Hang on. I don't write the copy. I just read it. Okay.
Okay. What? What is it doing? Okay. Delete. Bro.
Turn off Pornhub, Benny Elsgo says. That's a good tip.
Close STFC. Okay.
Close STFC. That's the number one leak of. Yeah.
This update broke something else for the game. I mean, obviously, there's all kinds of stuff broken right now. Hey, good evening, everybody. What's going on? Welcome in. My name is Ultimate DJs. Hi! We've got no music. Why am I so zoomed in? There we go. We got no
That's
music.
okay because we sound good on the radio. It's okay. We'll be fine.
Double chat.
Hey, everybody.
10 seconds left
Whoa,
on
your
the
head coming in hot. Big head.
I just fixed it.
Big head.
10 seconds left on a level 5 hype train because obviously we deserve it today. Hi. Too many Ghost Energy drink cans in my office could be messing with signal. I mean, that's, I guess, possible.
Ooh. You can never have too many Ghost Energy drink cans in your office. Please.
Pretzel,
I'm surrounded by them.
Pretzel does get me dinged on YouTube all the time, John Roll. We're going to have to... Yeah, I know, Newton, the YouTube feed died because everything is bad tonight. So no YouTube tonight. All right, everybody, community, you get to decide tonight. I'm going to go ahead and close YouTube over here. It's just dying. Let's go ahead and put up a poll. This is what we're going to be starting most of our shows with today. Who reps the better flavor tonight? Will it be Green Griffin or will it be DJ's? The poll is up 3 minutes. And Griffin, why don't you start with what you're repping today?
I have a delicious summertime hit just in time for the hot weather, DJs. It's the Sour Pink Lemonade Ghost Energy drink.
That is a good one. I do like that one.
10 calories, all the caffeine, and it's very sweet and delicious. What about you? What do you have this evening?
However, there is not much you can do to top the original, ladies and gentlemen. Welch's Grape Ghost Energy tonight is DJ's choice of flavor. The original, the one that you all fell in love with. It is Welch's Grape Ghost Energy. Only 5 calories, which makes it twice as good for you. Still with the same 200 milligrams of natural caffeine, 1,000 milligrams of carnitine for legendary energy, epic focus, and no crash. It is Welch's Grape Ghost Energy. There you go.
Don't forget those no artificial colors, DJs. And, they sold so much Welch's Grape Ghost Energy drink, thanks exclusively to me, that they did a special emergency rerun, which you have in your hand, I can tell, because that can is not a sticker label. That can is printed on aluminum.
It's a print label. Yep, absolutely.
Mm-hmm, yeah. That's the first time they ever had to do an emergency double production run. That That's just so good.
Taking a quick peek at who is repping the better flavor right now. DJ's is actually winning this one right now. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. Winning by only 4 votes. So get your vote in right now. Rubik says, I tried Welch's grape. It made me sick.
What?
We've got about 60 seconds left. And Griffin is narrowing the lead. It is tied up at 20-20. Oh, my God.
Don't sleep on the pink lemonade. Don't sleep on that sour deliciousness.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Rubens, that's fake news. That just made me mad. I'm going to need to see a picture of your vomit. Otherwise, I'm deleting your comment.
I want to see pictures of your vomit. Oh, the things we talk about on this show. We got about 40 seconds left in the votes. You guys be sure to go vote right there, and I'll be sure to show the results
Ooh,
after
it's
I
so
win.
good.
After I
It's
win.
tart.
Yep, here we go.
Delicious.
Welch's Grape Ghost Energy for the win. I was actually...
Not for the win. Not for the win.
Yeah.
We don't know that yet.
It's going to be a win. It's going to be a win.
No, don't sleep on that lemonade.
Oh, no. It's time for a sticker party,
What does
everybody.
that mean?
That is time for a sticker party. Let's go.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria. Let's go.
Is that David Duchovny in the hoodie?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate that. That's not David Duchovny, is it? No, it's not.
I think it is.
Nah. This feels really long. It's still going. Why is this still going?
I don't know, but I like it.
He slimed me.
That's great.
All right, there you go. Everybody got slimed. A couple of thank yous. Dr. Doomsday, thank you for the 9-month resub. Papa Smurf with the 100 kitty bitties. Jay Carlo with the 25-month resub. Thrawn, thanks for the follow. And Dominus Prime with the tier 3. Yeah. Wardon,
I love that.
Thank you for your pity bitty. He sends 1 bit and says, please use it to get better internet. Thank you. Ice Wolf with 100 kitty bitties, freelancer, and thank you for 200 bits. Lauren, thank you for 100 bits. K Knowledge, 32 months on the resub. Griffin dropping a 20 bomb here just a little bit ago. Contradiction, thank you for the 34 months. And Alicia, 100 kitty bitties. Iron Chef, 36 months. And Benny Hill, thank you for your 5 kitty bitties. Appreciate that very much, ladies and gentlemen. Much to my dismay, Griffin pulled out the win today by 1.
I am drunk with power.
By 1 vote, he pulled out the win with sour pink lemonade. It is a great flavor. I have enjoyed that flavor as well, but I still feel like nothing beats the original.
I want to thank all 33 of my voters and supporters. I will add you all to my list of successful people today. And I'm sure among them, DJs, is Caledon, who in chat writes, hello, DJs, and a huge thank you to everyone for the support of my emotional breakdown post-surgery last week. I know what that's like. You have no idea how much I appreciated all of the comments, DMs, and support from the community. Shout out especially to Tarpitude. You know what? It's all about the community, DJ. It's not the first time we heard that, Caledon. We all hope that you are feeling better today.
Yeah, absolutely. Community is a wonderful, wonderful thing. So, yeah, you guys are phenomenal. All of you. You're great. You're great humans.
Especially the lemonade voters. Oh, no. See? That's what you get. God's punishing you. How much of that did you get on Mickey down there?
No,
That is a big oh no.
I just lost Geek Battle. It's all over the floor now. It went. That's all right. I'll fix it
That
later.
sucks.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into your Tuesday fun day. No, the Grape Energy, Ghost Grape Energy is still right here. Fortunately, I was moving the modem around a little bit, trying just to get a little bit better signal. But
And you dropped the modem?
no, I
Ring, 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 ring. Banana phone.
Who's on the banana phone?
was scooting the router, and apparently I pushed Geek Battle off the table, and then it fell over.
Yeah, whatever. You dropped the router, and that's why our Wi-Fi just barely works.
No,
for sure.
I was moving the router around to try to have a better unobstructed view of the outside. It's clearly something is going on. It could be Discord, it could have been YouTube, whatever. But I mean, yeah, we've got some bitrate problems in here tonight. So I'll apologize. What I may do is reboot the router. I haven't rebooted this router in a while. All right, so in all fairness, it might just need to be rebooted.
Routers don't need a reboot. You're fine. We sound fine. We look fine. Everything's
we're
fine.
good
We just
right
don't
now,
have the
but
pretzel music
obviously-
tonight. That's okay.
Obviously, some stuff is not going well. So,
Ooh,
but
DJs.
yeah.
Valhallan King wants to know if I built my epic ship.
Did you?
When it's time, I do have a wonderful Arenas story to tell around
nice.
some brand new ships in my arsenal.
I did. I had a lot of fun with Arenas last night. I played until 1 a.m. with my brand new cube and my Velox, and I had some good times. I did not win everything. I did some good stuff. I did some not some good stuff. What? Why am I getting DMs? I can't. Guys, Discord is acting up, and I can't. Oh, maybe I could do it on my phone. C Engineering says voice changer. Thanks.
Appreciate it. I see it. He sends me a DM to let me know. Reset a router every other month depending on age, says Jerry. Yeah, Griffin. You got to reset the router. Actually, it's probably been 2 months since I rebooted the router. Anyway, I'll do it. It's fine. I'll do it after the show. Everything's good right now. Just don't have music. Just don't have YouTube. Just cutting off half of our leg. It's fine. We have stuff that we can explore together today, including the new GS31 refinery update. Arenas are fun, says Mord. GS31 is pretty cool in the arenas as well. You have a story about that, I believe, as well. I was pleased with the refinery buff today. Hey, Tarp. Oh, I don't have voice because I don't have Discord. Listen, we were talking about this the other day. I was underwhelmed by the number of parts, and Jules Verne came out and said, hey, does it actually give more parts than anything else? Technically, the answer is yes. Technically, the answer is yes, but it still didn't look great. It didn't feel great, which seemed to be the sentiment that made its way back to Culver City. So today, we saw the release of a brand new refinery with the release of the mid-month patch. And I'm going to put this up on your screen here a little bit. That way we can zoom in and take a look at some of these refineries. I'm done with this.
They are no small potatoes, these upgrades.
No, they're not. They literally are more than triple in a lot of cases. All right. In almost every case, they are more than 300. Hi, Clambuster.
Hey, Puddin'.
They are, yeah, Tarbitude says now it gives way more parts. I mean, here's the thing. Do you guys, I'm trying to, I got in trouble at the beginning of the month for talking too much about the playtest. But I said in the beginning that I felt like the number of parts were a lot higher than what we ended up seeing, Griffin. And these numbers definitely feel like they are much more in line with what I was expecting to see out of the playtest. As a matter of fact, Matters, you made the comment when I said, I'm pretty sure it's something close to 100 parts, G6 Rare. You said, holy smokes, that's really, really going to be worth it, especially when we looked at a $100 pack the other day and it was only 1,500 parts in it. All right.
It's almost as if, and this is hypothetical, but it's almost as if maybe hypothetically a range of numbers was initially identified, and then maybe something happened theoretically, during the release, and then they found that and they said, "Oh, whoops," and then they kind of whoops. That's what they said, whoops, and then they put it back how it was.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, that's certainly a plausible explanation. The good news, though, is regardless of how you want to slice this tomato, you're looking now for tier 6 on the Jizz 31 for G6 rare at its lowest tier that pays rare. You're now up to 90 a day, which, by the way, is a $100 pack, $100 pack worth of parts about every 20 days. And
dude, I'm getting like 235 a day at max, I think.
215 is what you would get. 215 is what you're getting. Which, yes, at max, this is a $99 pack worth of parts every 8 days.
That's disgusting.
I mean, that's kind of awesome. You take a look at the G6 Uncommon. 3,465. Now, again, for a lot of players who might have the ship maxed, 3,465 G6 Uncommons, probably not a huge deal. But I mean, wow. The number that it was changed from was 1,040. This went up. It's 340% its original value.
That's wild.
340% the original value. So that's absolutely crazy. And of course, here's the thing. Everybody's going to be looking at this, and everybody's going to be looking at this from the rare perspective, okay? G5 rare. Okay? G5 rare starts at tier 3 at 150 a day. That is equal with a maxed eviscerator?
That's really good. It's definitely living up to their original claim of this is going to be the way to source these ship parts in the game going forward.
If you're looking at G5 rare, it maxes out. It tops out at tier 9.
Wow.
That's a big one right there. That's impressively large. It is impressively large. Tier 9.
That is what she said.
320 parts a day. All right. And get this. You drop down to G4. G4.
No.
It tops out at tier 3 at 940 parts. Rare. 940 rare parts. I mean, that's just insane. So
it's a jellyfish scrapping machine right there.
The eviscerator just got eviscerated, says Spectre.
Well, that wasn't hard.
Hi, Juby. Come on, DJs. I don't want more parts. I want to complain, says Dr. Juby. Well, there's no complaining about the GS31 refinery updates. Absolutely not. Then on top of that, you come into the game and you see what we should see, and I don't know if it's up yet. Doesn't look like it is. A comp chest that will be rolling out with 2,800 extra ship parts. Not ship parts.
Indeed, it has been rolling out. I did get mine. It is real. It is out there. It's a real thing.
The GS31 recycle tokens, folks. You are going to get 2,800 of those, which is enough for 14 pulls. Okay? 14 pulls. Now, Stryker says, but directive sourcing is still going to be the control measure to limit how much we can use the refinery, right? No. All right. In all fairness, Stryker, and we can pull this up on the Google Drive again to display this, but no, I do not expect that is going to be your limit. Obviously, participating in waves, yes, you're not going to be able to do 5 of them a day, but you also don't need to. Okay. If we take a look, let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Section 31 and wave defense. I'm going to pull this up on your screen. Coming over here to, is it the refinery? Basic wave info. Okay. Taking a look over here. We already know that the amount of GS Recon you need in a day is only 500. Okay. It's only 500. Meaning that literally, if you can clear Well, okay, let's go back a couple of days. They also made adjustments to the G4 Epic Waves to basically make them gimmies. Okay? Not like gimmies, but they reduced the difficulty on those substantially. All right? On the G4 Elites, okay? There was another adjustment they did in G5. They did not adjust G6, which I think is fine, by the way. All right? Let me see if I can find this announcement here. Yeah, here we go. G4 was rebalanced, and then I think one wave of G5. I'm pulling it up right now. Here we go. Oh, I was actually on the blog post. It was already up. Where'd it go? Here we go.
Well, we always check twice around here before we put things up on our screen.
Says you. Wave 2 of the G4, the level 45 tier 3 Reavers, were replaced by level 51 tier 2 Reavers, actually making them more achievable. And then wave 3, you had the level 50 Reavers replaced by level 45s, and they dropped the hostile count by 30%. All right? So, and then they replaced the level 45 Reavers with Prowlers, which were from last month, so they're easy, okay? So, or easier, okay? So you say that the directives are going to be the limiting factor, and I'm going to disagree with that simply because we know to max that refinery, to double pull the refinery is only 500 junker loot, okay? If you can clear a G4 Elite, all right, and I'm just going to say clearing a G4 Elite, which should be, it's only 3 waves, and it should be stupidly easy. Okay? Should be stupidly easy for literally anybody higher than 45. If you're right at 45, just entering the content, then I can see that this would be challenging, and I'm not belittling anybody. I'm just simply saying, like, if you're 46, if you're 48, you should probably no longer be having a lot of trouble with these elites. Now, if a G4 Elite is all you can clear. And by the way, this is for Ops 45, Ops 50, Ops 60, Ops 65. All the way up. If a G4 Elite Wave 3 is all you could clear, then you are still fully funding your refinery at double pulls every 3 days.
That's very reasonable.
I mean, that's about as easy as it gets. Okay. Silvertab says, but is that with the GS31? No. Listen. I mean, an Ops 45 may need it, Silvertab. I don't think so. Again, look at what they did. They replaced them with last month's hostiles. You got Prowlers in the third wave, and in wave 2, you dropped 50% of the power. All right, you've got a level 51 hostile in there, but it's only a tier 2 Reaver, which we can look at the stats a little bit later if you'd like. But was anybody having... Here would be the question. We did not see a ton of people experiencing difficulty clearing wave 2. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Maj, thanks for the 30-month reset.
I've been thinking about that, and it seems like a lot of forward-thinking, intuitive thought went into what their changes were, because it seemed to anticipate needs beyond what we even knew existed, if that's a proper way of saying that, DJs.
Well, for sure. Now, I will tell you, Silvertab, he says, I'm 47, moving up to 50 by the end of the month, so I should test these out again. Why not? They gave you a bunch of directives yesterday. I think you got, 300 directives yesterday? There was 3 starts in a gift chest yesterday, maybe the day before. All right. So just like last month, they're giving you some of these drops. Yeah, you should absolutely try it out. And again, if you can't do anything else, listen, for this month, Silvertab, just in case you were struggling, maybe you can only clear wave 2. Guess what? That's still 900 junk in your trunk. Okay? With the extra drops that you're getting this month, you can run multiple of these and still have enough to fully fund your refinery. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Benny Hill says, I'm ops 50. I was struggling with the G4s. Now I am able to clear the 45 Elite Solo Waves. I think that was the point. Dragon Keeper
That's a
says, I haven't
success
run
story.
a single one yet. I don't know why. You're missing out. The rewards are good. Rewards are good. Divine, I've got a little bit of insight into the Whispers event for you, which I'll talk to you about a little bit later tonight. So, you know, what they did with the GS31 refinery, fantastic. It can be fully funded, and the double pull is what you need. All right? The double pull is what you need in order for you to be able to go in and pull these numbers daily, because the double pull gives you the currency to pull this. If you don't pull the double pull, then you don't get to pull the ship part every single day. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Dragon Keeper says, I'm still upset over the ship pack and the ship. Well, the ship was never really contentious. I understand that the way that they marketed the pack was contentious, and I still maintain that. All right.
That was from Dragon Keeper.
Yeah. Well,
I'll tell you, Dragon Keeper.
I mean, they did. You know, there was kerfuffle on day one. I'm not gonna let him off scot-free on that. There was kerfuffle. What were you gonna say?
I'm going to say that if you were one to buy the pack at $99, whether or not you go to tier 4, tier 5, yeah, there was compensation made, and they did help out with their promise for that limited period of time, which I think is great. But even looking beyond that, and Dragon Keeper saying he's still a little bent out of shape about it, I'm telling you, I have not enjoyed owning a ship more in this game, I don't think, than the GS31. This is a game changer, and it only gets better the more you tier it up and the more you invest your time into doing so. I can't be mad about it. And if you're a player, like I was about to say, that's going to spend $99 on that pack to unlock it, tier 4, tier 5, tomato, in the grand scheme of things, I hate to say it, I don't mean to minimize your thoughts, but it's irrelevant. In a very short amount of time, you're going to be there anyway. And when you get into these later tiers with this ship, it is a phenomenal game-changing mechanic, and I love it. It's easily my favorite ship that they've come out with since the Cube, if not even further back, DJ.
Well, you know, a lot of people had a lot of fun with it in arenas last night. It does have...
Oh, people won't talk to me. They don't talk to me anymore. I annihilated everybody.
Yeah.
I went in right into the system. The second I get into the system, I push my little button, my little double clicker. Bam, 5 hostiles are dead. They're always the cruisers. Nobody has any other cruisers to get. I start the armadas. We automatically win, and then I park my little GS31 in the corner, and I start picking off, the mid-range ships in the high 60s with my little button, and it is way better than any Mantis Sting you've ever seen in your life. You won't believe what this thing does in arenas in terms of making it very unfair and lopsided for the teams that are not prepared for it.
Well, I'm not going to say unfair and lopsided, because all's fair in love and war, but it definitely is a better PvP tool than I would have expected it to be. It was a fun arena tool. And I'll tell you this, I died to a couple of junkers last night. This thing gets up in power. It has combat ability. It has combat ability. So it was formidable in arenas last night. And that automatically makes it more three-dimensional. It's not a one-trick pony ship. It is definitely more three-dimensional and has a couple of other uses. And then, of course, you're talking about the ship parts, okay? The ship parts have now actually become very, very relevant. I mean, very, very attractive. Now, the question becomes, as Dragon Keeper points out, well, I don't know. I'm still sour about it. I don't know if it's going to be worth it. Let's take a look at your screen here, okay? If you acquired the ship, all right, and even if you didn't buy any pack to upgrade it, okay, you are looking at tier 4 natively, free to play within 30 days, okay? Natively, free to play. And I say free to play, I'm saying if you acquired the ship. All right. You're tier 4 within 30 days anyway. There's argument as to whether or not $100 should be worth 30 days worth of advancement or more. Okay? We're going to talk about that same mentality here in just a minute on one of the new primes that came out this month that I am not as excited about. But some people are.
Ooh.
Okay? So we're going to talk about that. What's it doing? It's only accelerating your acquisition by 50%. And people are buying it. So, there's that. But take a look here. Your 30 days to tier 4, only an additional 2 weeks to get to tier 5. This ship is not progressing slowly. All right. Now, please help me remember. I do not remember how many ship upgrade packs I actually got. I think, was it 1 or did I actually get 2? I think I might have gotten 2. I don't remember. Actually, you know what? We should be able to look. We should be able to look under the offers because it'll have it had that limit, right?
Yeah, you can buy 2 of them.
No, you could have bought 6.
Oh, that one. I'm thinking about the other one. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is it gone? Did the time run out on it? No, it was going all month, wasn't it? Here we go.
Hey, Discord's back. I don't know if you want to try that gamble or not, but it's good here.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Whatever yours was doing was probably downloading a bunch of data or updates in the background. So if I turn mine back on, then it's probably going to do the same. GS31 accelerated tier up pack. I've got 4 remaining, so I bought 2 of them. All right, I bought 2. Those 2 have gotten me to tier 7 now. All right. So that combined with my native progression. Okay. So, and let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Tier 7 on the Junker with my native progression and 2 packs, and I've got 1 component. It's formidable. I am now actually able to use this in combat. All right. So in the waves, and I can demonstrate that for you a little bit tonight. I believe, and I have not run a wave since the update, but did they rebalance or change the beam? I don't remember if I was reading about that or not. No, let's see. Ship parts.
I don't recall the beam having a change.
Yeah, it did. Damage output for the ship ability research nodes have been increased.
Oh, yes.
Empowering commanders to effectively defeat the tier 3 hostiles during the solo wave defense missions. So if you come into the research, all right, I'm just going to pop one open here, and we'll take a look. You go into the research, they have now buffed those. Okay? The beam research for wave defense, I'm assuming that it was PvE, probably not PvP, all right? But the beam research, right here, gravitational blast field. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's definitely higher than it was. Wait, is it? Is that higher than it was?
No.
It's not. Wolfwood says it is. Okay, all right. I didn't remember. Looks like it's the same.
I thought it was 810, but I could be wrong.
Well, it still shows 810 at the max. Huh. The lower levels got a bigger boost. It might not have been boosted at the late levels. Okay. So some of the early.
Okay. Well, yeah.
Well, you know what? I'm going to run it tonight. We'll see if it'll actually clear. Mine's tier 7, Ops 7, or level 7 on the research, and it wouldn't clear the G5. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's, G4 enhancement is what it is. So they changed. You know what? I'm fine with this, to be honest with you. This is good news. This makes the ship even more relevant to G4. People have been asking about that. Can it kill the hostiles in G4? Well, now it can. All right. I mean, I think that's great. Honestly, I think that's wonderful. So I think that what they did with this ship here at its mid-month re-release is great. Why couldn't it have been launched this way? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I was not overly upset with it at the beginning. I was kind of with Jules where, okay, it's technically true what they say, but it still didn't feel that great. Like, whatever. It wasn't probably worth spending a great deal of money on. I would argue that now. Remember when we talked about the prime for temporal disruptors, Griffin, or the prime for material refineries? Basically, the earlier you buy it, the more valuable it is. Right? Because that means
if you're late stage in
time.
one of those mechanics, then why even bother in the first place? You're throwing your money away because you're sort of at the end of that loop.
Because it'll cap out. That's right. Canine Tooth just talked about this a second ago. Glad that they relieved the parts bottleneck when I'm done with all my ships. Well, for Canine Tooth, the ship is probably still not worth investing in. You know who it is worth investing in? An Ops 45, 46, 47. Oh, my God. This, for you, G4 players, is another Dolomite Prime. Straight up, no questions asked. It has become one of the most influential ships in the game for G4, bar none. Because every month, you're going to get $200 more dollars, and I say more dollars, but, in Scopely's economy, all right? You're going to get roughly $200 worth of ship parts. And it's going to increase from there. I mean, think about that. When we talk about, what is it, the broken desealing rods or the desealing rod fragments, right? You guys were trying to math it out that you could get like between, 2 or 3 packs a year, 2 to 3 treasuries a year for free. All right. You're talking about 2 ship part packs a month for your investment in this ship, which, by the way, can still be free. Okay? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying, go spend hundreds on this ship now and you're just buying your ship parts for the next few months. I'm saying you can do it for free if you want. The sooner you get in, the more value you're going to have. The ROI on this thing is kind of ridiculous if you're not going to stop playing the game in a couple of months, or, you know what I'm saying? The earlier to Ops 45 and the longer you play, the better ROI this thing has.
It is the gift that keeps on giving. It almost reminds me about those crazy $600 multi-tier primes that really wrecked the ship parts economy in the first place a couple years back.
Well, I think
it's on par with the game-changing speed-up mechanic of those.
Yeah. Yeah, Star Trek says, I passed on the ship because I can't play in arenas, so I'm focused on my other ships for now. Here's the thing. It's not just in arenas, but it's also the ability to tier up your ships. It will affect your speed of progress. It will affect the hostiles that you can hit. It will affect how quickly you can do your events. It will affect and reduce your grind time. It will reduce the amount of time it takes you to acquire reputation. I mean, anything that you can do in this game that you can do faster by punching up, this ship is going to let you do because you are earning rare ship parts faster. Spock says, even for me, DJs, at an Ops 69, I think it's worth it now. Ugh. Dragon Keeper says, I disagree with saying it's like a ship pack because you're only getting parts. That's fine. They call these verticals, Dragon Keeper. All right. Every pack is full of fluff. Every pack in the store has majority fluff. Okay. For most people, they buy a pack for 1 to 2 to maybe 3 currencies. Okay. Those currencies would be referred to as like your primaries. All right. Your verticals. That's your value. That will always be the value of a pack. All right. Now, maybe for you, the pack is worth materials. Maybe for Griffin, it's worth parts. Maybe for me, it's worth tritanium. Right? We're all going to buy the pack that gets us what we need better. So if we're looking to buy a pack, we're going to look for the pack that gives us the most of what it is that we're after. That makes that part the vertical. That makes that part what the pack is worth. Okay? Now, I can understand some people saying, well, I use everything in a pack, and I'm not saying don't. I mean, that makes you like someone who like back in the day would kill an oxen, right? And then you would do everything. Like you would skin it and use its skin, and then you would use its horn, and then you would, eat out of its belly and make a pot, and you would make shoes out of its tail, and, you would eat its meat, and then you would take the
What
fat.
is wrong with you? Okay, we get it. We get it. We get it.
Oregon Trail with Oliver the other day. Don't look at me, the haggis. Oregon
Hey, we're all
Trail.
pacifists here, and we're all vegans. We don't want to hear about your dismantling an ox.
You had to use the whole ox, okay? If you wasted any of the ox, then you were going to die, okay? Dysentery. You had to use the whole ox. All right. So, oh, no, it's happening again.
Someone's gone off the deep end again.
No, Twitch is getting all glitchy on me again. Dude, it's got to be my ISP. Has to be. Because it's everything's working all right on Twitch, and it's coming and going. It's like it's in and out waves. It's waves like that. Anywho, I see that's terrible. I'm doing the best I can, everybody. I short of just stopping the stream.
It's going to be fine. Get the hamsters in the cage.
Short of stopping the stream, there's really nothing else I can do. Obviously, we've got a data issue today in my area. Now
you gave Twitch dysentery.
Yeah, Twitch has dysentery now. All right. Twitch and Terry. That's funny. So it's got to be my ISP because now I've got a red arrow in my game too. It's not hotspot. I'm not on hotspot. I'm actually on my home internet, but we've had some pretty rough weather here over the last 48 hours, so there could be something going on here. Stewie says it's a Twitch thing. It was happening to Lube earlier, too. Well, why isn't the rest of Twitch having issues? That's disappointing. Dang on
Twitch
it.
obviously hates Star Trek.
Yeah, I guess so. Master Yodi says could be Charter. They've been having issues today. Well, I'm on Verizon Fiber, and now they may charter. Get it? They may charter something from Charter. I mean, they all use each other. Verizon might have this stretch of fiber, but then it plugs into a Charter trunk line somewhere. Then plugs into a Lumos trunk line somewhere. Then it goes to an AT&T trunk line somewhere. So, yeah. Dragon Keeper says lots of rain and strong winds over in DJ land. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of that happening over here. It looks like I'm green again, so we'll keep going as long as I can. But yeah.
Hey, that's my gimmick, pal. What are you talking about? You're green.
The thing is the stream indicator is green. Stream health is green right now. So, anywho, I don't even remember exactly what I was talking about when I started losing. But
you're talking about dismantling a freaking ox and making us all sick. Pick it up from there.
I don't even remember what the point was with the ox.
Is there ever a point?
The pack. All right. There are some people that say that they'll use everything in a pack, and I get that, Dragon Keeper, and you very well may be one of those. But if you're buying a pack, the reason that you are buying that pack at that moment in time is almost always the shortage of a singular material. Okay? So I'm going to take a look at my pack. All right, or this is my inventory. John Drill says, I use the whole pack. I'm not saying you won't use it. I'm saying the reason that you bought it at that particular moment is because you needed one item. Okay? I'm not saying
that's exactly true 99% of the time. Yes.
I'm not saying that you won't ever use it. Okay? But I'm also not going to sit here and pretend that you don't earn 99% of those items for free every single day. Okay? We just need more. Right? We're earning all three materials. We're earning all three resources. We're earning all four ship parts. Usually, we just need more of one. Whatever it is that we're doing at that particular moment. All right? For me, if I was to buy a ship pack, it's because I need parts, right? Is it because, I mean, do I need uncommon interceptor parts right now? Here's my rare at 875. Here's my uncommon at 73,000. I mean, I'm sure eventually I'll use these, but what I needed was the rare parts the other day. Okay. Now, some people are going to say, like Matters is saying in the chat, well, packs are a way to save time. And I don't disagree with that either. Okay? I don't disagree with that in any way, shape, or form. As a matter of fact, here is why I'm going to defend the release of today's Prime from a monetary standpoint, from a monetization standpoint. Is it worth it? Not to me. But you guys have heard me talk about, is it acceptable monetization or is it not fair and not appropriate monetization? Okay? This is actually effectively acceptable monetization. Why, Matters? Let's take a look at the first Prime today that I want to talk about. The Prime Start Bundle, granting a daily bundle containing Section 31 private ciphers, which are your solo wave defense directives, Borg Polygon Group Armada directives. Hey, that's awesome. We only earn 1 start a week of those things. Rare Formation Armada directives, also great. We only earn 1 rare start of, is it a month of the? No.
Yeah, the ish.
Yeah, 1 rare start a month of that, like in 4 weeks, 28 days. Okay? And then Armada quick starts, which don't really matter. Okay? So, Matter says, which one are you talking about? The starts one is pretty good. That depends. I don't feel like it's worth it to me. Okay? But we're going to explain it. Spectre says, I laughed so hard when I saw this Prime. Well, that's because you're an eternal pessimist. This Prime is actually decently good. And it is by definition, by DJ's definition, acceptable monetization. Why do I say that, Griffin? My big thing has always been it is okay for Scopely to sell time.
The speed up.
That's right.
Yeah. By the time, but you can still get a path on the free to play. This checks all of those boxes. It is a great sourcing material for several of the current loops. It makes you go faster if you want to pay. Those of us who want to pay to play more and engage more have that ability too. But those of us who do not want to spend that money are in no way really penalized or kept, behind the curtain.
Agreed. All right. So let's talk about what it gives. Grants a daily bundle containing Section 31 private ciphers. Now, somebody's going to be like, ooh, that's going to take my 1 start every 3 days and give me a free start every day. No, it doesn't. It's actually half of a start per day. Okay? So now you are going to get, in a 6-day period, you will get 5 starts. Very important to note
5 starts
how I'm doing my math. Ordinarily, right now, you would get 2 starts in 6 days. Now, with this Prime, it would be 5 starts in 6 days. Okay?
Ooh. Where do I activate this Prime?
Wait a second. Okay? 5 starts every 6 days. Almost 1 per day. Now, here's the deal. I just demonstrated why you don't need that many starts. Okay? Right here. You don't need that many starts. I never announced this show. Oh, crap. I didn't. That's because Discord was killing the stream. Tarpy, can you do it? I'm really sorry, guys. I completely forgot about it. It's because Discord was crashing everything. Although maybe now it wasn't Discord. I don't know. I just explained why you don't need that many starts. Okay? But if you want more And by the way, I am not going to discourage you from wanting more. I love the idea of doing more. Why? Because I want more stuff in this store. I've got more favors to buy. I've got officers to buy. I've got artifacts and chaos tech to buy. This is an amazing store.
You're killing me, DJs. I'm already sold. I just want to know where the Prime is so I can unlock it. They don't tell me.
Just relax a second, all right? Okay? No, Tarpy, YouTube is not working. I'm not, and I'm scared to start it, okay? I'm scared to start it again. Sorry. I'm scared to start it back up. So this is a great store. If you want more loot for this, then go for it. Here's the deal, though. At my current level of play, I am still getting a lot of what I want in here. A lot of what I want in here. Not everything, because I still have some officers that I want to work on. I've got some other favors. All right. It's in the Starships tree, by the way. All right. So
I knew it.
yeah, there you go. All right. So getting more starts is going to give me more currency so I can buy more stuff out of this store. Great. But right now, I can actually get a lot out of this store. Okay. So that is not a huge selling point to me. It is fair, though. It's fair monetization because it will provide you tangible value if you want this stuff. And it'll get it to you faster. Okay? What else does it do? It also gives more Borg Polygon Group Armada directives. It will give you 50 a day. Now, let's go back and see what we were just talking about. It's going to give you 50 every single day. That means I'm going to say in a week, and I'm going to count it in a 6-day period. Okay? If you don't care. So, prior to now, in 28 days, you got 4 starts. In 28 days, you got 4 starts. Now, in a 30-day period, you get 19 starts. Holy shit. The Borg Polygons.
Huge.
The Borg Polygons. What do they give you? Well, let's find out if you need more of those. You're going to go from 4 in a 30-day period to 19 in a 30-day period. That's pretty significant. What does it pay? It's going to pay you a ton more of these things. All right, so that's extra Nexus particles, faster research, more Revenant parts for you to tier, scrap, and re-tier the ship faster. If you're G6, it's got some Sigma stuff in here, okay? I like that. The big thing that it gets you are the Fabricator chips. The Fabricator chips are then going to be used to get extra materials, and by the way, not small amounts of those. Broken Wolf says you don't have elite parts yet. What are you talking about? What elite? Epic, you mean? What are you talking about? Is there a Prime? No, I don't have the Prime. Okay. Materials. Okay. Sure. No more mining. That sounds great. Okay. You're going to also earn more Fabricator chips for you to pull more out of this refinery faster. There are no such thing as Epic G6 parts. Oh, you're talking about I don't have Epic parts for the Revenant? No, I haven't scrapped it the second time yet. Okay. Keeldill says, why do you not have rare G6 mats in there? Because I haven't scrapped it. I'm still on tier 2. And I do have rare mats. There they are. Okay. What Prime is that again? It is called the Prime Start Bundle. It is in the Starships tree, and I'm going to show you. And again, this is not me endorsing it. It is a you choose if it's worth it to you. But what I'm here to tell you is I will defend their willingness to sell this Prime all 7 days of the week. All right? Because this Prime prevents non-owners from nothing. It just gives you more and faster. Matter says, I'm endorsing it. I will never tell somebody that they got to spend on something. But this one has value if there are things in it that you want. For example, the third item, Rare Formation Armada Directives. Currently, Rare Formation Armada Directives come from just one place. Free to play. They come right here in a 7-day chest. You get one rare start every 14 days. That's 2.
With perfect participation.
Yeah, with perfect participation, not missing any dailies. That is 2 per month. Tarpy or Matters, help me. I can't remember this number. How many rare directives? Was it also 50 that you got in this Daily Prime bundle? I can't remember. I remember the others because they were more important to me. I'm looking for my screenshot. Somebody, is Twitch acting up again? No, just for Tarpy. Okay. No way. It's 100 rare directives every single day? Ha! Okay. So that's 700% faster. I am currently earning 100 every 7 days, but now I can earn 100 every day. It costs 200 to start one, mind you. So in a month's time, I was getting 2 starts. Now, with this Prime, I'm getting 17 in that same exact period of time. And that, by the way, is a 28-day period, not a 30-day period. If you do a 30-day period, it is 18. Okay?
Imagine the artifact parts. Woo!
18. You're getting 2 a month. Now, this Prime will give you 18 a month. So, the question then is for you, community. Do you find value in any one or more of those loops that right now are a little slower? And by the way, not a single soul out there is being prohibited from participating in those loops if you don't have this Prime. Which is why I will officially stamp it as acceptable monetization. I might even say it's a good value if you value one or more of those loops. Okay?
Understatement of the year. Good value. It is a phenomenal value. You're going just on those. Come on. 18 rare formations a month. Imagine the artifact progression you're going to have if you're running 18 of those a month instead of 2.
There's one caveat to that. To that one in particular with the Formation Armadas. There's going to be at least 2 other people in your alliance who also buy this Prime. Otherwise, you're going to have all these starts and nobody else to do them with you.
Or everybody has 2 or 3 and they all just pitch in.
Yeah, but that requires you to always be available, always online, and that defeats the purpose of a time speed up. Okay? Jondrel says that.
Or go into global chat and find another alliance to help you run them.
You could. You could. I don't disagree with that either. All right? I don't disagree with that either. I agree with you, Divine. I kind of like the idea of the polygons. That's probably the most attractive to me. But also the solo waves.
Based on the amount of resources I pull out of polygons, I mean, polygons are one of the best things to happen for the game economy in quite some time.
As far as
I mean, this Prime is the gift that keeps on giving. You could be the turtle or you could be the hare.
Well, sure. And that's why I'll defend their decision to sell this Prime. I'm sorry that some people thought it was laughable, Spectre. All right? But it's not laughable at all when you math it out. All right? It just is selling a faster acquisition, which is what people are going to be upset about anyway. Okay? Everybody's always going to be upset that somebody else can do it faster. And that's fine. All right. But nobody is prohibited. Nothing in this prime is paywalled. Nothing is pay gated. Everything is available. You just get to do it faster. It's completely fine. Okay? That's
Unlike
right.
the Discovery Prime.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Neon says, you're buying a prime to give yourself more work. Yeah. You sure? Yeah, you're going to have to play more. And see, that's a thing. Okay, so Neon, that's why I said at the very beginning, I don't know that is some. I don't know that this is a prime I'm going to buy. To be honest with you, probably not. I barely have time to keep up with what I've got now. Tarpy, you and I were talking about this prime in chat earlier today. I said, listen, in a month or two, most of you guys out there are going to find yourselves living at the solo directive cap for solo waves. You're not going to run them down below the cap every single day. Like most people don't play like that. Some of you will. Some of you are going to min-max this thing, okay? But some of you are going to end up living at your cap. Then it's probably not for you. And that's why I say it's probably not for me, Yodi, because I don't keep up with my account as it is. I don't. Okay? Now, I could definitely use more Polygon directives, for sure. I know I've already missed a cooldown on solo directive starts. I've been living at my cap for like a week. You know what I'm saying?
What's that vacation rental property you like to go to?
What?
What's that vacation rental property you like to take the boys to every year on the ocean?
At Hilton Head Island?
The Hilton Head Island. What if I told you that for the low price of $99, I could sell you the opportunity to vacation on Hilton Head Island at a deluxe ocean view resort room every year for a week of your choosing for this small investment? And all you had to do is take advantage of it. If you don't want to go 1 year, no problem. You can just bank that year and you can use those days on the next year.
I wouldn't.
Doesn't that sound just phenomenal?
No, I would never buy a timeshare, ever.
I don't know. I think I could get you to buy a timeshare, especially on this premise, because this is exactly what's happening here with this Prime Star bundle. You don't need to use it every day. You're just packing these things up until it's time to sit down one day and have a grand old time.
No, that's just it. That's why I say there's no banking here, because you've got caps on all this stuff, Griffin. You've got caps on the solo directives.
Okay, but it'll get you up to caps
on the
quicker, and then you play it down to zero.
The caps don't matter if I don't play it. The caps don't matter if I don't play it. And that is why I defend this Prime as a choice for sale. It's not a must-have. It is for a player to choose of their play style. Me, I am probably not going to fully utilize the acceleration that this pack would afford me. I'm going to be living at my caps. But for a lot of you guys who just want more and have the time to do more and want to play more, that's great. That's great. Matters says, well, DJ, you could be wrong. This is a different claim, so it will pull beyond the caps. That is true.
See, I kind of thought that too. I just didn't want to correct the cap, but I kind of think so, because you do have that.
That's right. You're right about that. It'll stop the acquisition of the others of the native form with the caps, but this one will keep going. You're absolutely right.
So again, Griffin was right yet again.
Yeah,
let me sign you up for that timeshare. You're going to have a great time.
Pass. Again, I don't keep up with my own account.
You know, there will come a day when there's an SLB that you're really going to wish that you could participate in if only you had more of those directives. And I will rewind the tape and play this very moment in time for you. You should invest in it for that reason.
And that is a valid selling point for anybody interested in looking at this Prime. This is a fine Prime for them to offer. And I do not have a problem with them offering it. It's got excellent value.
Oh, Tarpatuja, I already bought it. I'm looking on where to redeem the freaking gift bundle. I don't see the gift chest. It's nowhere to be found. I finally found where the Prime is in Starships. Where do I redeem my bundle? I don't see the bundle.
Did you finish the research? Yeah, obviously.
What research? Yes.
What do you mean, what research?
It's done.
Okay, so
Prime Start Max Bundle. Done.
Go to the Section 31 faction store.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna
that's
turn
where
on-
they hit it?
Oh, your whale cam's not on. Sorry. Go to the
I got the
section.
whale cam. Hold on. I'll help you out here.
Okay, section 31 faction
Oh,
store.
pre-sold.
Nope, still not there.
Here it is right here. I'm coming.
Nope,
I'm
still
coming.
not
I'm
there.
coming.
Nope,
You know,
still not
it's
there.
it's a
Still not
30-minute
there.
show. We're running out of time. I realize that.
Still not there. Oh, we lost his audio. We lost your audio. You did the same thing you did last time. Anyway, we do have whale cam here though. Nope, we lost whale cam.
Hey, they're back.
Okay, got audio still, but no whale cam. You're. Oh, whale cam.
Game stuck. All right. See,
Game
look.
stuck, game
Here I
stuck.
am, right here.
Hold on, I gotta find. Where's your camera? Nope, that's me. Where's you? Where's your camera? Oh, there you are. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, there it is, right there. Top.
Hey,
Prime
everybody.
Start, Prime Start bundle. There you go. Right there it is.
See, I was looking at the gift session. Let's pull it together for the first time and see what happens. Are you ready?
Claim it.
Oh, you gotta go. You gotta go quick though, because it's gonna pop up and pop away. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey. There it went.
Okay, there you go.
That's the new feature. I love that feature.
Ooh. Press the eye. That would be better. Yeah. If you're going to do that, you got to have eyes on stuff that has more content. That way you can see it. There you go. There you go. All right. There you are, ladies and gentlemen.
And I can get that every 22 hours. So if I map that out, DJ, I do even better than your example.
You could, but nobody does that.
Oh, don't say nobody.
Nobody does that.
Don't say nobody.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Okay.
Hey, you want to see something else new while you're in the well cam? Look at this. I got to show you this. Look at this.
Oh, my God. I got to take an ad on Twitch. So
baby.
sorry. Oh, look at that. It's an Enterprise E. Woo-hoo. Got to take a break. We'll be right back. All right. There you go. Wow. It's pretty. Nice job, dude. Glad you got it.
Isn't she lovely?
She is lovely. So pretty.
There's your aft end.
Thank you. I like a good app shot.
Anyway, there you go. There's what came back to you, DJs.
All right. Yeah, well, we had to take a quick ad break over on Twitch. So this is a good opportunity, though, for us to, hey, dude, Manxman is here with 100 kitty bitties. Let me just shout out real quick, Manxman, because, Griffin, I had the battle of a lifetime in arenas yesterday against Manxman. I was playing in public arenas, so complete randos. I did not know who I was playing with. The first time I went up against him, I believe his team beat mine. Let me see. His team beat mine the first time, and it was by a lot. The second time, does anybody happen to have that screenshot? Again, I'm not in Discord. I've got it on my phone. Anyway, the second time we played, my team beat his. We ran out of time. It went the full 10 minutes, Griffin, and the final score was like 950 to 960. It was the closest match. It was the most exciting match. There it is. Tarpy said, was that the 967 versus 945? That was the most exciting. Sit on the edge of my seat. Every breath mattered. Every click counted. Arena battle. Since arenas started, he was my absolute best adversary. We chatted after that. I tagged him in the Discord after that. We had a great exchange of commentary. That was by far my most favorite arena match of all time. Me playing with him on that one yesterday, and it was so good. And honestly, Manx, I think you're a 67, right? So power-wise, I think you had a slight advantage. But I'll tell you, we went in and we used tools. He was using buffs. I was using buffs. I was using stings. I was trying to use my cube. I'm pretty sure somebody there had the junker in there. They were using weakened state. I mean, all the tools came out to play, Griffin. All the tools came out to play. And honestly, There are some battle logs that I can't explain, Griffin. There are some battle logs that probably literally just came down to who crit one extra shot, because there were some that he won, there were some that I won, and honestly, they really can't be explained. That's how even this match was. It was so much fun, and that I tagged him in the Discord. He was by far the most fun and formidable, equal balance player. Like, people say that the matchmaking's awful and all this stuff, which I didn't experience that last night. I felt like matchmaking was okay yesterday. I had one or two that was out of line, but that match against Manxman, and by the way, he won the first one, I won the second one. So, I mean, that was great matchmaking. Like, we had the same two teams that went up against each other. It was a phenomenal battle. So shout out.
That's the true spirit of arenas, and it's nice to see that we finally have these little mechanics coming into play now that the game is a lot more stable with arena. If you haven't played in a while, you should check it out. Yesterday I had a lot of fun. I had almost no problems. And yeah, we can really get down to the nitty gritty now. Which forbidden tech is on your ship, and which crew you're hitting which opponent with, and it's very, very strategic nowadays in that arena.
I don't know if I'd use the word stable. Okay.
What? I didn't have. I was okay. I was okay the whole night.
Stable is probably not the right word. All right.
Well, maybe I was probably just lucky, I guess, because I'm sure that's not the experience for everybody, but it was my best week that I've ever had playing arenas for sure.
I feel like it was my most fun week, but it was finally because I probably had some ships that were capable of doing some damage. No Candid Onion. We both used a cube. We were both using cubes, but tracking was a little better. I'll tell you, the tracking wasn't an issue, but that's also because nobody was using speed. All right.
Mm-hmm.
But no, it definitely.
True,
I wouldn't call it stable. It was not stable. As a matter of fact, I had, and I hate this part of the experience, I had to restart the client every single match. And for most matches, I had to restart at least once during the match. So, no, stable is not a word that I would use to describe it. But I will say that it was predictable. Maybe that, and by the way, I'm not defending that, Game Junior. That's not a shilly word to say. I knew when I needed to reboot my client, so I would choose the time to reboot it when it would affect me the least. Not everybody probably has that same level of observation or intuition. It was bad, Griffin, as far as crashes. It crashed a lot last night, but I was kind of able to predict when it was going to crash. So I was able to time my reboots so that I could, actually be able to play. But no, stable's not a word that I would use. But I was able to play and enjoy it despite its problems. So, anywho. Hi, Cruzito. Yeah, so my Discord's not working. My Discord's not working, so I couldn't do the announcement. I think Tarpy announced it for me, so thank you. Appreciate that, by the way.
Cruzito's here now. Great. Hi, Cruzito.
What's up, buddy? Mord says, when are we getting more arena news from Scopely about the test and the work they're doing? I don't know. It's not been something that I've brought up here recently. I probably should.
Oh, that whole department's been laid off.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, so we talked about the Jizz 31 refinery. Would you guys like a teeny tiny little bit of insight into the Whisper event? You're not really. I mean, if you're a spender, you're going to like it. But if you're not a spender, there's nothing for you. I have requested them do something with free to play. But this is essentially, they did this once before. Do you guys remember? It might have even been last month. Or maybe it was a month before. Remember when they did that Battle Pass cash where, like, you could buy another $20 pack and you got, I think was it last month? I don't remember.
They've done that a few times.
No.
The double battle pass?
No, it's not a double battle pass. It's not a double battle pass. It is the cash. Basically, you buy another pack And then there will be a series of bundles in the event store that will unlock as you hit certain numbers of Battle Pass points. Okay?
Well, for those of the audience who have no idea what we're talking about, should we?
So, there was an announcement of an event today called Whispers in Subspace. All right? Whispers in Subspace. There will be a meta. Players will need to claim the gift every single day over the course of 12 days to earn enough points to complete the event and earn event store loot. So you know what? Maybe I'm interpreting this wrong. Hopefully what they're going to do is put some event store loot in the meta.
I have the copy here. Can I read you the copy?
I've got the copy also.
Okay.
Unless you have something I don't have. So there's going to be a meta, an SMS, okay? Whispers in Subspace SMS. You claim a gift, so there's no engagement. Claim the gift. You're going to earn points in this solo milestone and earn event store loot, is what it says. Then there will be... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna step back and actually praise this. Because not only will the meta have event store loot in it, the daily gift is going to have event store loot in it. And then if you buy the Whispers in Subspace premium pack, then there will be 4 additional event store bundles that will unlock as you claim these gifts that have even more event store loot in it. So, yeah, no, I'm going to praise it. I don't know what the quantities are. Okay, don't know what the quantities are, but there's going to be free event store loot and there will be additional paid event store loot. So, I'm good with that. Especially since we did some math at the beginning of the month where we knew that the event store loot automatically was actually going to be looking decent. Now there's going to be even more in this meta free to play. So, that's good. That is good. Also, Hammy just now posted an announcement 6 minutes ago that Apple has finally cleared the update to all iOS players. So for those of you who've been suffering major malfunctions today and you're on iOS, go into your App Store and you can update now. I'm going to do that now.
That's good news. Very good. Very good.
There it is. Star Trek Fleet Command, update now. There you go. So you can go in there and get it. Okay. With the rewards in the store with loot, definitely going to pique some interest, says Yodi. Yeah, I don't necessarily disagree. Because the event store looks good. What do you guys been spending your loot on? I have not determined yet what I'm going to spend my loot on. I would be totally willing to talk to you guys a little bit about that. I haven't decided yet. I normally spend it on officers, but there's some good stuff in here. You've got officers, and then you've also got this new additions folder that has Lorca skill points in it, which are extremely valuable. On the other hand, there is a limit 20, but I mean, limit 20 is 150,000 loot. All right, 150,000 loot, and that would get you 3,800 skill points, which is phenomenal. Okay? I mean, that's phenomenal. So, that is... Lorca skill points are basically primes, guys. And then, of course...
I don't know. I never saw the advantage to Lorca. I skipped them.
That tracks.
Never turned them on.
Yeah, that tracks. You also have the Prime Orbit Medallions, the Prime Cosmic Particles. Now, let's talk about these particles here just for a second. Just as a quick reminder, Prime Cosmic Particles do exist in Alliance tournaments. Okay? This one does exist in Alliance tournaments. So this one could be an opportunity for you to get a little bit more or finish something off. All right? This one, however, Prime Orbit Medallions, has never been sourced before. This is a first-timer. Okay.
I'm sure you
This
can
is
click
a-
on that Prime and you can see exactly what to do with those, right?
Absolutely not. Fortunately.
Oh, good.
Fortunately, Tarpey and Jules Verne have done that for us. If you'll give me a second, I will pull that up. Again, I don't have Tarpey. I'm not in the circle because my Discord. Hang on. Let me pull it up on my. I'm just going to have to read it to you because I don't have it in my phone. Or, well, wait. Is your Discord working? Can you pull it up? Can you pull up the image and I'll turn on webcam? No, because you're application sharing, aren't you?
Correct.
Okay. Tarpey, where'd you put it? I don't see it in here. It's not in circle. Fibber face. Ah, that's a good idea. Let's use Spock's Club. That's a great idea. We'll use Spock's Club, and we'll come over here to resource allocation, and we'll type in the Prime Orbit Medallion. Okay, here you go. Prime Orbit Medallion. These are the ones that it will source. Prime Critical Floor. Prime Critical Evasion. Fine. Prime Station Efficiency for G3, G4, and G5. Prime Station
Nice.
Resource Efficiency. Okay. Prime Explorer, Interceptor, Battleship, or Survey Manufacturing. Prime Cutting Beam Boost. Okay. All of these are great. All of these are great. And Venati says, didn't we just have these Orbit medallions in the last tournament? So, yes, in the Grandmaster version. In the Grandmaster version. Okay? We did. And I don't remember if that's going to... Tarpey says no. No, I'm pretty... Are you sure? Prime Orbit medallions? No, you're right. You're right. It was Cosmic Particles. That's right. It was not the Prime Orbit medallions. It was these Cosmic Particles. Okay? So they've opened these up a little bit. You've got these. All right? But there's an argument to be made for the value of Prime Orbit medallions. Okay? Disco Warp Range. Valor. That's what it was. The Valor tokens. So, anywho. I mean, if I'm looking, well, here, let me show you what the Prime Cosmic Particles do, because I think I'm wrong. Prime Cosmic Particles. Yeah, guys, these are already in Alliance tournaments. These are already in Alliance tournaments. Okay? I guarantee it. So that's what I'm saying. This is not as exciting as this one. Wolfwood says no. And I'm telling you, yes. Well, here, let's find the Alliance tournament sheet from Jules. I didn't say Orbit was. I'm saying Prime Cosmic Particles were. And yes, how much does anybody want to bet me? Somebody bet me something. Prime Cosmic
bet
Particles. Here. Guarantee it. Why is it stuck? Game stuck.
Game stuck.
Actually, it's Chrome. Chrome is stuck. Dude, my whole computer's struggling tonight. Yeah, I'm stuck. Darpy says, I want to stab Discord.
No, that's probably...
Yeah, whole thing. I'm completely stuck.
That's internet pull down too.
Well, at least I'm not dropping frames at the moment. Wolfwood says, okay, I'm going to sit down and be wrong. Thank you! I knew I was right. Even though I can't show you because...
Never doubted you for a moment, sir.
I know nobody did. See, look, even my stream together. Oh, that's weird.
What happened?
Oh, okay, we're back. I don't know. That was weird. Alliance Tournament Store. What were they called? Prime Cosmic Particles. There they are. Prime cosmic particles.
Way on the bottom.
There you go. Master League. Check says, why did they take Vindicator parts out of the store? What, out of the event store? Vindicator parts weren't there, to my knowledge. Yeah, they were never there. I know there's been some conversation about it, but they haven't done it yet. They're supposed to be? Says who? Oh, says us. Yeah, Scopely never said that they were going to. We gave them a logical pitch as to why it should be, but no, it was not there. Vindicator parts were not there. So anyway, if you're looking, I don't know. There's good stuff in this store. Good stuff in this store. If they did add Vindicator blueprints, that would be great. Vindicator parts, that would be great. All right? Because that's a slow-moving ship, so that would be great. But, there's still good stuff in here. Prime Orbit medallions are great. Lorca skill points I find to be great. And then you still have your officers, to which I think Rachel Garrett is great. Okay? I think Rachel Garrett is great. So What
about Georgiou?
I think Georgiou is great, but she's an epic. She's expensive. You know? Bad Gamer says the Revenant parts rock. Here's why I don't disagree with you. I'm glad that Revenant parts are in here. Totally. Okay? But here's why I don't. This is not going to be something I buy. Because I should be able to earn a lot more Revenant loot from all of the extra polygons that my Alliance is going to be running. So I should be able to do better pulls from that refinery.
I agree with that.
Yeah, this is not something that's going to get my attention because now we're going to be running more. We're going to be running more of these. Cruzito says, I have weak stuff, so I need it. Shh. Don't be rude. So anyway, the store is good. The store is good. Why do you say the math is wrong? Jiminy Christmas Spectre. Are you capable of being happy? Like, I'm just curious. I don't know.
He sounded very happy in that Scopely promotional video we haven't played yet. He was having a great time.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I have, you know what? I would like to release it for the first time ever right here. Can I?
We should do that.
I have exclusive video that I would like to share with you, produced by Madam Plancenet herself from our Miami meetup. I was so happy when I saw this. This video production is so good. I'm going to open Discord. I'm going to chance it. I hope this doesn't crash everything.
It's worth it.
Okay, no dropped frames yet. I have something beautiful and amazing that I would like to share with you guys. May I? Can I share this with you? This makes me so happy. Let me pull this up here. As a matter of fact, I've got 2 YouTube videos that I want to share with you guys. And this one will be the first one. All right. We will be posting this and sharing this on our socials. Scopely has invited us to publish this on our channels. As a matter of fact, here's what I would like to say about this video. Is it the one Samo already premiered? Did she really? How did she get it? We're going to be posting this. I would love for you guys to share it as well. The stories and testimonies are powerful, and this was a great opportunity to spotlight the community. This was something amazing, and Scopely would like to recognize your efforts to kickstart and organize this amazing community gathering. We would like to show as many folks as possible how powerful community can be, and we would like to do more of these in the future. That is from Madam Plancenet Beck. and I will pull this up on your screen now and share this with you guys. This is footage exclusively from our very first Miami meetup this past February. Yeah, February. This past February in Miami, Florida. You guys take a look here.
Hey, it's Rebecca from the Star Trek Fleet Command team. Today we are having an exciting time doing our first official player meetup in Miami.
Good afternoon. Welcome in, everybody. Lots happening here in Miami. We've got the audience here to talk to us a little bit about their experiences.
And hear from our players about what does Star Trek Fleet Command mean to them.
The Star Trek Fleet Command community is unlike any other community in gaming, and I've been gaming for over 20 years. And I don't think I will ever experience any community that is ever like this ever again.
It's friends, just makes it family without ever meeting them.
Why I like the Star Trek Fleet Command is because we have two things in common. We play video games and we love Star Trek.
Talking Trek is here, the official podcast of Star Trek Fleet Command, and we're looking forward to seeing you here on Star Trek The Cruise 9.
Something like Star Trek Fleet Command can really help us find our commonalities because those of us who enjoy the game love that property.
I kind of use Star Trek Fleet Command to, I guess, connect with the people.
What's different about the Star Trek community from other places is they're more real. They see the world as a one big place, as a Star Trek universe. It's all still all for one and one for all.
There you go, everybody.
With us, the game is something that we do together as a family. Because sometimes you need to battle against each other.
And it's less pressure when you're in the same alliance.
Community is a virtual environment of people that are like-minded, care about each other regardless of where they are in the world, and are willing to go the extra mile to help somebody or to just be a supportive voice for somebody else.
We're both on Server 24, but in different alliances.
Hey, Server 86 and Pirate Life, here we are.
Server 15, Alliance Peel.
I'm from Server 32, Paynar, the Wolfpack Nation.
Server 11, as well as my alliance, which is Nexus.
Special shout out to my fellow alliance mates on Server 10, VCF.
Shout out to Server 41. It's always a pleasure to kill your miner, raid your base, steal your ship, and to those of you who watch Talking Trek, the official podcast of Star Trek Fleet Command, a special Live Long and Prosper coming from the back.
Live long and prosper from the entire audience. Thank you guys all very much out there.
This was so much fun. This video is so well put together. This might be like the best production video from any Scopely event ever. And I say Scopely event, I mean, it was our event, but anything that Scopely has been a part of and then produced for us, they got, this was done right from the start. Because they also, you heard some of the clips from our show, they captured line audio. They were tapped into our studio, which was so cool.
Yeah, I plugged them straight into my board. And what happened is Scopely actually hired a very good crew outside of their company who does these things. They do sizzle reels. Literally, it's what that company does. And they did a great job. That was a home run, and it was a big win for everybody who was there and for us and for Scopely. I mean, and look, even Spectre was in a good mood that night.
He was in a good mood. He had to have been drunk. That's what it was, right? He had to have a couple of drinks in him because he was even in a good mood. Absolutely amazing. So this is the one that Samo has shared out. It's also on Scopely's LinkedIn, and that's fair. This video was shared with us 6 days ago, and I'm just very behind in getting it out, but we'll be posting it on our socials as well. But, yeah, this was a great video. And, of course, guys, we all know who's responsible for something as beautiful and amazing as that. Ladies and gentlemen, Madam Plancident Beck, who was a beautiful, wonderful, amazing hostess. And absolutely did a great job for us down there. Everything that happened while we were in Miami was a direct result of the work that she was willing to put in and help us out with. So it was absolutely incredible. That was the Scopely Open Bar event. Yes, it was, Guru. Yes, it was. All right. Spectre says, I'm always in good mood, in a good mood at community events. Well, then that's what you got to look forward to. Okay. But yeah, she was phenomenal. She was amazing. And I love this video. This might be one of the best things that has ever come out of an event that we have done. Griffin, it was just beautiful. I loved it. It was.
I hate the video. I hate everything about it.
I know you do. And why is that? Tell me how it makes you feel.
Because every single cut they selected to put of me, I have like the worst resting bitch face I've ever seen in my life. I mean, you would think that I just never smile. And that's not fair or true. However, no, I'm obviously kidding. That is an A+ Aces video.
It really
was. It couldn't have been better if I made it myself. In fact, I could not have made a video that cool. It was absolutely incredible. I love it. Beck is awesome. Let's do it again. Let's have more people come. I'm telling you, these live and in-person events, they're the real deal. They're a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun, and obviously we'll be inviting you guys to more of them as time goes on. We are in the process of planning our next one. I know Tarpy, listen, I'm going to try to hop in voice here if you want to try to come in, and we'll see if this does, see if anything crashes.
Here, I'll test it out.
No, don't test it out.
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Go back to where you were.
Why? I like it better in here.
No, go back to where you were. You sound better on the other one. Tarpy is here. Matters.
Fine.
There you go. Tarpy, hello. Welcome to the stage. We've had technical difficulties tonight, but it's good to hear you.
Hi.
Hi. Tarpy. What?
Has it exploded yet?
No, not yet. So far, we're holding on. Tarpy, just to give everybody a little bit of insight, you actually have already started working on next year's as well, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah.
Don't do pretzel. Ah!
I didn't load pretzel. I didn't load pretzel.
Okay. I heard pretzel.
No, you didn't. Actually, what I realized is you didn't get to hear the video because I played it in Chrome. So I apologize, but I have.
That's fine. I switched over. And I listened to it on Twitch. I'm fine.
Well, I have another video that I want to share with everybody as well, and I pulled it up in Edge. That way, you'll be able to hear this one. But Tarpy, tell us a little bit about it. Even only a few seconds. What have you got, or what have you got to tease about our upcoming Miami meetup number 2 that we've got coming up?
Oh boy. So we have a couple hotel options. The cruise line recently released the official hotels for the cruise,
which we're
so
not
I'm actually
using,
trying
right?
to stay away from those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're not
to,
using those.
Yeah. And the lady that I talked to at one of them actually cosplays as a Borg person at various Star Trek cons.
Yeah.
So like I feel in very good hands working with her. So like when I said that I was with a Star Trek game, she was like, "Oh, what?" Like Star Trek. She's like, "Oh my god, I love it!"
Is that the one with Han Solo? Yeah. I'm kidding.
No.
For the 263 people in the audience who are listening in, I'm having a stroke. Tarpitude, for the 260 people who are listening in, let's dial it back. What is happening? When is it happening? And what are we talking about specifically?
Okay. So what we're talking about is a meetup potential for next year. So I'm actually looking at either the weekend before the cruise or the weekend after the cruise. The challenge being that the cruise is Friday to Friday next year for the Star Trek The Cruise. It is out of Port Canaveral, which is a different, thankfully, port than this year, which was a mild disaster. So I'm looking at a couple different dates, but there's 2 different hotel options owned by the same company, with different price points for different people. And I can look at Orlando for some stuff, but it gets more expensive.
I'd rather stay in Canaveral, and I would rather.
No, it's got to be Canaveral for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to have to be. It'll have to be the weekend we get back is when we're going to have to do it. Because most of us will probably stay for that weekend. Honestly, I would have loved this year to do a Friday to Friday, because what ended up happening is we got off the ship on a Sunday, and then everyone had to, everyone had to rush back home. So I will very much enjoy a Friday to Friday. Come down, get straight on the ship, and then when we get off the ship, it'll be a Friday, and then we've got the weekend to hang out together afterwards. So
And I want to put out, so like, I know that from the community, there's probably a couple dozen people that have already started planning for the cruise itself. I want to put out a early survey for people who know they're going on the cruise in case they want to coordinate for like trips to Disney. So if they want to maybe go before or after, I know that Bobo was one of the players who was planning on a Disney trip. I don't remember on which side he'd said, but
you'll have fun
he was
with
saying that he could help some people get different price tickets because of a discount that he gets for something he did.
That will be
in his
very
past,
boutique.
so-
That'll be 2 vacations in one because it is far away
Exactly.
from Canaveral. It'll be a hotel change. And, you're talking about, the weekdays where a lot of people are going to work. But to set the table even a little further and dialing back more, if you don't know, maybe it's your first stream. Next year, there is a cruise filled with nothing but Star Trek cast, crew, and us. It's called Star Trek The Cruise. You can see that on StarTrekTheCruise.com. There is a date of February 20th through 27th. It's a 1-week cruise sailing out of Port Canaveral, which is where, we launch all those rockets from Florida. We go to fabulous tropical destinations. And then after that cruise, on or about the 28th of February, or maybe March 1st, there will be a Star Trek Talking Trek meetup of all of us boneheads here on this live stream. And we'd love to have you come and join us, not only for the cruise, but maybe you don't want to go on the cruise. Maybe you just want to come for the meetup the following weekend, and you can certainly do that too. And that's what Tarbitude is talking about. And we're even giving away a freaking room on this ship, which you can win as part of an upcoming live stream throughout the course of the summer. So there's a lot to learn about there, but we would love to meet you. If you did not come this year, please come next year because it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's even more fun if you are there. Tarbitude.
We are actually already underway with the Talking Trek Cruise sweepstakes. Official rules, I believe, are available in our Discord and maybe on our website. If not, I'll have those up in the next couple of days. But long story short, just simply by playing along, supporting the channel, gifting subs, being sub to the channel, mailing in postcards, all the fun stuff will get you registered into a drawing that we will be holding in July for you to win a free cruise. Last year, it was Major Samo who won the free cruise, courtesy of the community. This year, we're changing up the rules just a little bit. Who will be the winner? No idea yet, but it is anybody's up for grabs, and it will be a complete cabin with taxes, gratuities, and all that stuff paid for you to come and hang out with us on Star Trek The Cruise 9.
And new this year, we will not be drawing a second winner 30 seconds later.
Hey, there's Moopsy, by the way. How you doing there, buddy? It's good. Good to see you, Moopsy. Always a pleasure.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for him to fly in on that one.
Always a pleasure. Yeah, Juby says, daggone it, I forgot to sue DJs last year. That's right, Divine. I forgot to turn that on tonight. Yeah. Is this an international application? Yeah, anybody, well, there is a list of like 78 countries that it's allowed to work in. There are a couple that won't, that it's illegal in. So, but you have to get yourself to Port Canaveral. And yes, Port Canaveral is in Florida for those of you who are non-Floridians. So if you are international, Prime, and you win, then you've got to get yourself to Port Canaveral. But then after that, we'll get you on the boat. Okay?
And sometimes it is cheaper to fly into Tampa, sometimes Orlando. They're equidistant to your destination. So check them both.
I'm trying to remember. I think I flew Orlando last year. See, this year we did
However,
Miami,
if you do fly into Tampa, you might be eligible to come over and get your free hot tub soak and have a hot dog at the pergola.
Have a hot dog at the pergola. That's assuming it has electricity. That's
hey, I don't want to talk. My finger still hurts. Nobody knows the story. I had a real problem over the weekend. I got electrocuted.
I'm glad you're okay.
I got electrocuted.
You volunteered to have the meetup, Griffin.
What?
I think you just volunteered to host the meetup.
No, he did not. No, he did not.
All I wanted to do is grab a bottle of wine for my guests, and I went and I went to the fridge and I grabbed the fridge and the metal handle, and then the power shut off to the whole pergola, DJ.
Dude, I'm so glad you're okay.
What had
piss out of himself?
What had happened was there are power cords behind these refrigerators. And I was cleaning and I was getting things together, and I accidentally forgot to zip tie the back of the electrical cord on one of the refrigerators, and it got pinched. It got pinched under the paver. And then I had people come over and seal the pavers, because it's been 2 months. You wait 2 months before you seal them, and the whole deck is all wet. And I walk out there and it's a puddle of water. I'm barefoot. Of course I'm barefoot. It's my backyard. And then because the cord got pinched.
Yeah, you wanna show where you got your burn? It's burned on his hand. By the way, this is on Sunday, all right? And the only reason I know about it, hi, Wayne Gretzky. How are you?
Hey, bud, I know there might be cheese inside that electrical outlet, but take me from me, bud, that you don't know that there's no electricity in it. It will be a shocking mistake, bud.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, Wayne. That's very good.
Appreciate that. Yeah, so this is Sunday, 5:30 p.m. He says, hey, man, I'm going to stream with you tonight. He said, what time you start? And I said, actually, in a few minutes. No rush, just kind of a chill day. This is Sunday when I wasn't feeling real good. I said my headspace isn't right for a pod. This is a 5:25. He says, I will come ASAP. That's at 5:26. Then he never shows up. So
that's because I was immediately electrocuted at that point. And yes, engineer, I do have a GFCI breaker on that very panel, which is why it probably only got me for about 1/10 of a second before it shut itself off. Thank goodness. Otherwise, it would have been much better wound.
Guys, who do we have in our audience but our amazingly awesome, beloved Arc Runner? Ladies and gentlemen, Echo's in the chat. What are you doing?
Oh,
what are you
that's nice.
doing, buddy? Hey, I know that I'm not allowed.
Zoidberg, that is not my purchasing finger. Thank God. I could have had a real problem.
I know I'm not allowed to ask you game questions. You just want to come up and say hi? You just want to come up and say hey to the people, let them hear your voice. I know I'm not allowed to ask you questions, and I'm not going to ask you questions. You just want to come and say hi?
His car?
Maybe we can ask you about your car. No, because we want him to actually listen. Just come in and say hi. Just say hi to people. People love to hear the sound of your voice. I've actually gotten a chance to talk to him several times this week. So, and I know you guys have too.
He cannot be seen publicly talking to you on a live stream. There's like a 30-day moratorium.
Still looks better than Echo's car. Echo's car electrocutes more people than everyone else in Florida.
Yeah.
Griffin should take a page from Echo and stop going to Best Buy.
Yeah, that's
you can get mugged there.
Yeah,
$100.
Florida.
Florida. Hey, Seth.
Oh, here comes another plane.
Echo, I never signed a waiver for that video footage. Just saying. I don't know why you're talking to him. Go talk to Beck. By the way, the video footage that he's talking about is the video footage of him standing to make sure that we had internet connection. So let me go back and I'll show you again what he's talking about.
Sir, we don't need your permission. That is a non-speaking role in that video, and you are in a public place, so you can sit down on that one.
Yeah, he why can't I? Oh, here we go. Yeah, so what he's referring to is this shot here towards the end, right here, where he is literally. And by the way, I say this with a lot of love and appreciation, if I'm being absolutely genuinely serious about it. He was the only reason we were able to stay on the air Saturday night because
he was the MVP. Yes,
he was the MVP because we were having so many connectivity problems. We were right there on the water. We were having issues staying connected to the restaurant. Zoidberg just pissed on me. So
right in the mouth. Oh,
yeah. He was the Wi-Fi arm. He was standing right next to the bar. As a matter of fact, if you see this right here is the bar. Okay, Samo, what are you doing, girly girl?
Boom, Samo.
Thank you for the raid. What's going on? So, yeah, right here was the bar, right here, and he was literally propped up next to it. He practically climbed a tree to keep us on the air. And he did this for what, 2 hours, 2.5 hours?
It's because of his well-built arms that he was able to do that.
Yeah, he did a fantastic job for us. Who is this? This is Moopsy. Did I say Echo? Sorry, this is Moopsy.
You said Moopsy, but it kind of got lost.
Okay, yeah, this is Moopsy.
Moopsy.
Thank you, Moopsy, who, like I said, kept us on the air Saturday night. E Double Sharp says, ooh, he's so dreamy. Putz says he's statuesque. Ice Wolf is spelling his name Poopsy.
Moopsy.
There you go. Samo says, I hear you stole the Miami video I premiered last week and tried to pass it off as your first showing. Yes. So I didn't steal anything, but I did pass it off as our first showing because it was our first showing. I am late.
And that's only because I reminded him that it existed. Oh, yeah, we should probably play that.
I am late to the party. They sent it to us on
a week ago.
Yeah, they sent it to me on April the 9th, and then I haven't acted on it. Haven't acted on it yet. And yes, by the way, absolutely, this is Moopsy. Look how tiny his arms are. Yeah, seriously, look how tiny those things are.
That is a custom-made pullover. That's not a normal pullover. He needed that enlarged in the arm region for his biceps.
You know, in fairness, that is absolutely accurate. He has to order shirts a size up and then have them taken in because his arms don't fit. Beck knows about this. We actually had to get him. I like this one. So he had to get an extra T-shirt, a Star Trek Fleet Command T-shirt from Beck because he couldn't fit into the one that he had. So he had to get a larger one for the arms, and then he had the sides taken in. Isn't that crazy? It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Anyway, all right, I've got a second video that I wanted to show you guys very quickly. Guys, we do love to support other content creators on this channel. Obviously, we love and support Lube and Major Samo and Ice Wolf and so many other, Dr. Iron Chef.
Warp Drive 5.
The Warp Drive 5 Scribbler, absolutely. We love to endorse and encourage other content. Okay. I would like to formally announce a successful 1-year anniversary to one of our content creators. Ladies and gentlemen, Jonathan Ingram is celebrating his 1-year anniversary. Jonathan Ingram is celebrating his 1-year anniversary into creating content on the Raid DJs channel, and I do have a special 1-year anniversary video to share you here. Yes. DJ celebrates the Raid DJs 1-year anniversary by getting rated for 15 trillion. Yeah. 15 trillion.
That's nothing.
Out of nowhere in the dead of night. Warp speed to nowhere, shields are all gone. I'm stranded in the emotional damage. Wrong. Scotty can't fix this, I'm losing control. My base is in pieces, taking its toll. Ingram raided my base, took all my parts, steel walked into my space. Gave a wound I can't heal, but
I think I fool-bought this.
Just begun.
There you go. Yes, 15 trillion, not the most he's ever gotten before, but it was an anniversary. Okay, I couldn't give him all of it. You know, he snuck in. I didn't actually give him anything. He snuck in on it. Okay.
He takes.
Hey. Ice Wolf.
Oh no! There he went, DJ.
God, God, it's nails on a chalkboard for me. I hate it so much. Cruzito said, and this is why DJs can't become a real G6 player, because I keep giving away all my stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah. Anywho, there you go. All right.
Birthday!
Not my birthday.
Thank you, C Engineering.
Lon Johnson. That's what that cat says. So there you go. Anywho, listen, let's open it up to a couple of questions in the chat if you guys have any questions. I also am... No, he's fine. Kenny's a member of our community. Everything's good. Kenny's fine. Kenny's great. Kenny's like a day one member of our community. He's been yeah, come on. Kenny is an APAC player, right? Australia, New Zealand. You played with Steven Zarin.
Mass Attack starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mass Attack.
All right, you guys go ahead and hit the Mass Attack. Let me see if I can find you a track to play, and we'll try to pull up Pretzel and see if it. Hey, Seth!
I got my shame in my shame in my.
Yeah.
I got my shame in my shame in my.
Yeah, it's like a 10-to-1 sheep ratio.
I got my shame in my.
Oh my God! What?
Oopsie. Oopsie.
What? Oh! Dirty work.
I got my shame in my shame in my. That's what I'm talking about.
Why are they all throwing at me? Look what has happened. Dragon Keeper, what are you doing?
Oh, that's so trash.
So much poo.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder if he just got a bunch of stocked up ones.
He had to have just had a bunch of them right there. And guys, with that starts a hype train. Your chance to earn bonus cruise entries right now. Let's hit it. Thank you. Oh, come on, Zoidberg. Jesus. I hate that one. Thank you a lot. 2 minutes. Not my birthday. 2 minutes are on the clock. C Engineering dropping Seth a gifted sub. Thank you for that. And C Engineering hooking himself up with 2 bonus cruise entries right now. Your chance to win entries into the cruise going on right now. Listen, get yourself subbed. Gift a sub. Use your Prime. Let's get you guys registered. Plugster dropping 10 gifted. There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Plugster.
Yep. Whoa. Hey, you know what else we did today? You guys want to know something else that I did today? I want everybody to know that I am officially 100% Echo. I want you to hear this today. First of all, you guys give me grief about not being the number 1 or number 2 content creator. I think you guys slid me down to like number 4 or number 5, right?
We're number 5?
They keep knocking us down. Spock, thank you for dropping another 5 gifted. What's up? They keep knocking me down. But Spock, thank you. Thad, thank you for dropping 5 gifted. Appreciate that. I am good. Solid top 6, says Echo. You're an ass. Anyway, I feel like I earned a couple of spots back. That's right, Gidmon. I got it back up again. Oh, it got ruined by the sound alert. See, I was trying to give you something.
What did you just say?
Nothing. Anyway.
Matt got it.
Seth, I don't owe you any packs, but you know what I did owe Griffin was
an apology?
No. I did owe the community the PP points pack contest or contest packs. Got all those taken care of. I even went back to March and picked up a couple of stragglers. I want everybody to know that today, Echo, to support your arc, buddy, and to support your month, Talking Trek paid $1,900 towards the Talking Trek charge account today. Yeah, that's right, Game Junior. The packs all went in. $1,900 was transferred to the Scopely coffers today from the Talking Trek bank accounts. And I have it on good authority. Son of a bitch. Makes me twitch.
That's almost as much as I spent on Echo ship so far.
I'll have you know that all of those packs are in processing as we speak, and I was actually told that they are running ahead of schedule. Come on, Zoidberg. They're running ahead of schedule, and the normal 7 to 10 day turnaround time is actually going to be moving a little bit ahead of schedule. You guys will all be able to expect your packs in the coming days. All $1,900 worth, Echo. There you go. See, I was just trying to credit your month. And so for those of you who want to give me grief about not being the #1 content creator, I'm just going to throw out there, Tarpy. I mean, that has to count for a couple of points right there. We gave out 19 packs to players today. Right? 19 today? What?
If you don't like that, you don't like Star Trek Fleet Command Entertainment.
I mean, my goodness gracious. We, look at me, Ice Wolf. She says, congratulations, you are now back to #3. I'll take it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Karun, I'm buying spots. I'm buying popularity, obviously. All right. Fulfilling your obligations to loyal supporters. It's a pretty low bar, says Echo. You're one to talk.
Right? What a hot kettle situation.
What?
Glass house nightmare that was.
You really going to go down that road with me? Mr. Echo, Community Manager, Live Ops Representative, you're going to go down that road? All right. Now, fulfilling obligations to your supporters, you want to go down that road, buddy? That's hilarious. Yeah, we're going to have to circle back to his comment on that, all right? Yeah, he says, let me get back to you on that one. Going to need to verify. John Go dropping 10 gifted. There we go. Thank you. E Double Sharp also with the 23-month Prime or 23-month Tier 1.
That's huge.
Putting us into a level 6. Listen, I'm gonna remind you, Tarpy, while we've got this hype train going on, I've still got a couple of other things that I want to do. But remind the people what happens if we hit a certain milestone right here and now.
So if we hit milestone 10, you give away like 18 packs, right?
No!
It's a pack at 10. Oh, the face was fantastic there. And then for every level after that people reach in a row, you give another $100 away.
That's right. So we just did $1,900 today. We are at Tier 6 on this hype train already. If we hit Tier 10, that's another pack. And if we hit 11, it's another pack. And if we hit 12, it's another pack. Echo, have a great night. See you later. You sure you don't want to stick around and see me give away a couple $100 more during your month? I mean, that could happen.
It is his arc. Oh, thank you, Broken Wolf, for 2 more.
It seems like you would be motivated to stick around and hope for our success. Broken Wolf, thank you for dropping 2 gifted subs into the chat. We are 3 minutes on the clock, level 6, 36% through. Echo says, give them the jizz, 31. It's really good.
It is really good.
Yeah, it's a good refinery. We talked about that earlier. You missed that part of the conversation. Why is it repeating this track? We can play a different track.
Mine's maxed, Echo. I love it. I'm going around blowing up things, and everyone else going, "What the hell just happened in that system?" I said, "I don't know. Go find out."
I got tier 7 on mine. Yeah, he had a good time with his in arenas last night. Actually,
I was drunk with power.
Yeah, he had fun. He had fun with that. Yeah, no, sorry, didn't mean to bring up stuff you already talked about. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. Shelby says it really is the best ship for arenas. Yeah, it's
okay. It's the best ship for everything. You go into export space, bam, you hit one button, they're all dead. You go over to your the eviscerator space, you hit one button, bam, 5 dead at a time every 45 seconds. Then you take it over to freaking whatchamacallit, the Enterprise space with the Zindies. Aha! You hit that button, bam, 5
Do
dead
they
every
actually
45
kill
seconds.
Zindies?
I mean, they can't go wrong.
They're killing Zindies. Zindies got a lot of hull. Are they really? Are they killing Zindies?
They're killing Zindies. They're killing Zindies.
Shelby says it doesn't kill the 70s just yet. Okay.
Wait, there's no 70s indies.
Not yet.
62s.
Oh.
62s.
Okay.
Angry Lou says, show us.
It's a beautiful thing.
Why don't you fly it out there? Let's take a look at it on the whale cam. He's got a max one.
Sure.
Do loot officers work with beam loot? Oh my God, we've got to test that because they work on the cube. They work on the cube.
Yep.
Okay, let me fire up the whale cam. We'll have a look at that. Let's test that.
777. The cooldown is only 45 seconds at max. All right, we're gonna open up the whale cam here in just a second, and we're gonna go try it.
Did that work?
Oh man.
Yeah, but we're looking at what are we looking at? You're looking at Twitch.
Hold
You're
on.
doing a
Please
screen
hold.
share. Guys, we got 45 seconds left on a level 6 hype train. You guys want to earn a GS31? Then we got a couple of levels to go. Keep it alive here tonight with our 294 people in the live studio audience. Thank you guys so very much for being here. I would try to turn on YouTube again, but I'm scared to try given the network problems that we've had tonight. Thank you guys very much for being here. I do appreciate it. We do. Hey, J-Babes, thank you for dropping 5 gifted. Look at you. 30 seconds. J-Babes got us to 70%.
Oh, J-Babes.
J-Babes got us to 70%, which means that we are only 5 more subs away. Boom, there it is. Yes, got it.
There it is.
Echo.
Big Irish.
Aww. Echo just dropped 10 gifted in the chat.
Aw.
Thanks, Echo.
Echo, thank you. That
That's
was
so sweet, man.
Very, very kind of you, buddy.
That's
Thank
good
you so
TK.
much. That is awesome. I've got a couple of screenshots for you guys regarding the GS31. Here, I'll pop this one up on your screen very quickly. This is the Junker going up in head-to-head combat against an Enterprise E. Take a look at that.
Wow.
Take a look at that. Now, granted, I mean, he's using Wayoon. So, but no debuffs, no boost, no nothing like that. Take a look at that. Thad, thank you for your 200 kitty bitties. Appreciate that very much. Thank you kindly. Ice Wolf, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Appreciate that. Yeah, so Paulo says, show us Forbidden Tech and Chaos Tech. Is this in the graphics room? It is not. I can put it there. Jonathan Ingram, can you tell us a little bit about your whatever your complement of stuff was? If you can let us know what that is. He was using Slipstream and Soren's Trilithium. There you go. Okay.
Okay.
Slipstream and Soren's Trilithium, which, by the way, are good. But, I mean, it's a specialty ship, guys. It doesn't usually beat the faction ships. So he's using Soren's Trilithium and Slipstream, which are appropriate PvP techs. Not bad. Not too shabby there. Doug, thank you for your 40 kitty bitties. Danny, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. 3 minutes are on the clock. We're 32% through level 7. Only 14 subs away, or 6,700 bits away. I might also point out you're only 7,000 bits away from winning another Battle Pass tonight as well. You could double down right here, Tarpy. We could do 7,000 bits, clear level 7, and do a Battle Pass. Okay? Just throwing that out there. Mini Shamu, thank you for your 100 kitty bitties. Thank you so very much. Did Jonathan Ingram fire first? Asked Voltron. Good question. Jonathan Ingram, are you able to tell us, did you fire first? Thad, thank you for your 200 kitty bitties. Mimi says he's basically using a tier 12 Junker as a sub-in for a maxed Rotaran. Would a maxed Rotaran kill an Enterprise E? Jonathan Ingram says, I was attacked. So he did not initiate attack. Wow. Wow. There you go. That's awesome. Yo, Jess Insanity, thank you for your 200 kitty bitties. That is beautiful and amazing. Thank you so very much. Wow. Okay, here's... See, this kind of screenshot surprises me. Here is a Max Rotaran also taking down a maxed Enterprise E. So this is with Soren's Trilithium. This must be with Soren's Trilithium. Dang. Yikes. Woo! Yeah, makes punching up easy. That and Slipstream. Daggone. Well, hey, you know what, though? I'm going to draw a comparison. If the Junker held up literally equally as well as a maxed Rotaran, is it a bad specialty ship?
No.
Does that make it not a one-trick pony? Sure it does.
This ship is not a one-trick pony.
It's not. All right. I mean, listen, it maybe it's the Slipstream that's doing that, but if it's still held up as well as a maxed Rotaran, if you're going to put it on an equal level playing field as a maxed Rotaran, that doesn't make it a bad ship anyway. Like, that's pretty stout. Griffin, thank you for dropping 20 gifted. That finishes level 7.
Oh,
Tarpy.
you're welcome, Malpia.
Tarpy, we're into level 8. We're into level 8. 9,000 bits earns you a battle pass and finishing level 8 or 18 more subs. And that'll finish level 8. And then we'll be only one level away from another $100 pack tonight. Oh, boy.
That's amazing.
How would you guys like to win your very own GS31 on tonight's episode of Talking Track?
Who wouldn't?
While we're talking about how amazing this awesome ship is here on The Price is Right, let's take a quick peek at what it's actually doing for ship parts. I lost the page. Hang on. Let's recap what we talked about at the beginning.
I could throw it in you.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick peek here at what you could potentially win tonight if you can crack a level 10 hype train.
Nothing wrong with that.
Jess Insanity, thank you for your 200 kitty bitties. We appreciate your support here on Talking Track. Taking a quick peek at the ship refinery here. Danny says, yeah, but that's a tier 15. Well, allow me to show you some data, if I can, Danny, at every tier. From tier 1 all the way to tier 15. Let's take a look. Danny, give me your ops level.
Everyone's a winner.
Everyone's a winner today. Danny says, Ops 46. You know what? You're the perfect candidate, Danny, for the GS.
prime target for
You're
this
the
ship.
prime target. You have the ability to earn more long-term return on investment than anybody else in the game. Why is that? Well, because starting at only Tier 3, Danny, take a look here. Starting at only Tier 3 of the GS31, you max out your G4 Rare Parts Refinery, earning just shy of 1,000 parts per day. 1,000 parts a day for you as a G4 player, and that's rare. How about 7,300 uncommon parts per day? Oh, our music stopped there, Griffin. And it really was like a very nice, here's a prize presentation kind of thing. And that's
I
exactly
enjoyed it.
right.
That track
Voltron
is the
says,
keeper.
as a level 46, this ship will grow with you, because then when you jump into G5, dude, at that same tier, it starts earning 150 rare parts a day at Tier 3. All right, which gives you basically $100 packs worth after about 18 days. At G6, it starts paying 90 rare parts a day starting at Tier 6, which is also. So it's pretty. It's going to pay as far as parts go. Guys, we got 30 seconds left. We need 8,800 bits or 18 subs to keep the train alive. 30 seconds, 32% through. If you guys want to earn your very own GS31 tonight, we'll get to level 10. We'll play a game of marbles. We'll give it away. Could potentially end up giving away another battle pass if we do it with bits as well. Star Trek says, you've twisted my arm. I have purchased the garbage truck. My ops level 63. Congratulations, Star Trek. You are now amongst the community who now no longer has to worry about rare ship parts in G6. Congratulations to you.
We'll add you to our list of successful people today.
Jules Verne, Matters, and Thad joining together for 25 gifted subs. Guys, that clears level 8. We're 20% through level 9 now with a new 4-minute timer. And just that right there. What is this track? What is this track? Come on. What? This is unbelievable right now. Hold on. I got to find something else. Can I? I'm afraid I'm going to crash the internet, but I can't. I can't.
I thought we were vibing on that track.
No,
I guess
can't.
not.
All right. I like this one better.
This is not better.
Wait, this is not better? You don't like this one? No?
It feels like I should do yoga.
All right, well, I could go back to height bass. I could go back to face melting dubstep. All right, let's go to face melting dubstep. Let me pull that up here.
Does anybody else look at these charts from what the?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
From the blog post and think hair comb.
What? I didn't hear what you said. Cruzito's mad at me.
No, I look. Cruzito's mad at everyone.
Wheels, thank you for dropping 5
Love you,
gifted.
Cruzito.
Yeah.
Wham says get rid of pretzel. I probably need to. It's expensive and it gets me screwed up on YouTube. I'm gonna have to find another one.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah, it's killing me on YouTube. It's absolutely killing me on YouTube. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate you complimenting Wong Johnson. Plugster
Ooh,
dropping
we're getting
10
closer.
gifted.
Plugster.
Oh my God, there it is. Shelby did it. We're there, everybody. Shelby dropping another 10 gifted. That is a level 10 hype train. We're giving away a GS31 here tonight. Let's go.
Would you look at that app?
All right. Now, guys, I got to be honest
Thank
with you. I got to be honest with you. It's easy from here. It's easy from here. Because now every single level is another pack. The hard part
It's
is
like
done.
Oprah. You get a pack. You get a pack.
The hard part is over. Now every single level gets another pack. I'm pulling up marbles now. Shelby dropping another 5. Balabon with 500 kitty bitties. Lord Ascarin dropping some kitty bitties as well. Thank you. They won another one. They won another one, Tarpy. Look at that. Whoop, whoop.
Awesome. All right.
Jifu, yes, you can. Don't worry.
What did Jifu ask? If we already have it, can we get an upgrade pack? Yeah, absolutely.
If you can
of
get
course.
an upgrade pack.
Absolutely.
Cam Jr.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for gifting subs like this, what else do the people who are gifting these subs get?
Yeah, all these people
There's
who
like
are
this cruise
gifting
giveaway or
subs,
something?
they're also winning entries into the Talking Trek Cruise Sweepstakes. So even by gifting these subs, not only are we giving away packs here on the stream, but they're also earning extra entries to win a cruise. I mean, isn't that crazy? So much winning. So much winning happening on this stage right here. 2.5 minutes. We're 30% through a level 10. Guys, honestly, you're...
Look out.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh my gosh.
Danny and Check each dropping 5 gifted. Thank you. Aww.
Nice.
Thank you, guys. Let me see if I can get marbles pulled up here. It's got to update. All right, I'm going to let that run here for a second. Kenny Kirko says, I would be getting a treasury pack. Ooh, would you? Or would you get the
Oh my
That's
GS?
nice.
I mean, you could, yeah, but the GS31 in parts infinitum. Parts infinitum. Crush and dropping
Spock
50
coming
kitty
in hot.
bitties. Spock with another 5 gifted. Thank you, bro. Pretzel's dead. Pretzel's dead. Vic says, I would get a Vault of Latinum. Madrox says, Slipstream for me. I don't know.
Just
Slipstream-
29% to go in
Slipstream would
2
be
minutes. We can do it.
Benny Hill says, did someone win the Spam It Room contest? Yes, we gave those away the other day. I can tell you very quickly who won those battle passes. All kinds of stuff given away here, guys. Kana Dejal, Dr. Muffins, Biggs, Leechy, and Tin Man won the free battle passes from the Spam It contest. And on top of that,
80.
we gave away the $1,000 in packs from the March Partner Plus contest. We just did that. What, Tuesday? No, Sunday. We did that Sunday.
Sunday.
Yep.
Gave away
Nothing but winning.
$1,000. Gave away $1,000 on Sunday. Let me see if I can find the winners of that. Here you
Hold
go.
on, only 50 seconds left on this level 10.
Oh gosh, guys.
Not enough time.
We got not
How
even.
many
It's
subs?
down to 30 seconds. We need 11 subs for another $100 pack. 30 seconds. 11 subs gets you another $100 pack. Let's see. Those winners were the Fatty D, Dirty Bird Bill, Dr. Iron Chef, Jason, Lost In, Kelmvor, Game Junior, Spock, Captain Palmera, and Commander Green. They each won a $100 pack. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that.
Oh my gosh.
Who did it?
gosh.
Who did it?
What? So many people.
A lot of people.
Oh my
Yo,
gosh.
Plugster dropping 5. Game Junior dropping 5. Shelby dropping 5. And Delisha dropping 5. And there we are. Tarpy, it's a second $100 pack. Oh my gosh. You guys are going to keep going. Listen,
And
maybe
Nadia, thank you.
maybe you've already got the GS31. Maybe you want to upgrade it. Or maybe you want that Prime start pack that we were talking about earlier tonight. Maybe you're a player that wants to min-max. Maybe you want some extra starts. We could do that too. Hey, what's going on, King Gaza? You're here just in time. Hey, Doug. And Venadia, thank you for your 5 gifted as well. SpongeBob is licking your face.
I love it.
Yeah, there you go. King Gaza, you are here just in time because we're getting ready to give away 2 more GS31s. And honestly, there's 3.5 minutes on the clock. It could end up being 3. We could end up doing a triple. Cruzito, get out of here.
Yes, Cruzito. It's a great pack. Cruzito.
Okay, rephrase. It's a great pack for some people's play style. I personally will probably not be acquiring that one, but we did the math on it. It's actually pretty daggone good if you're a player that values the rewards in those loops. Yeah, Cruzito. So
if you're a player who wants to start all of the stuff that you get as a result of having the Prime, is what DJs is saying.
Yeah, because obviously it's going to increase your game time. You're going to have a lot more starts and a lot more stuff to engage in. But if you're going to use them, then the rewards are actually very, very phenomenal. Kenny, he said, I need my bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Have a wonderful night. Thank you. Appreciate you being
Good
here.
night, Kenny.
2.5 minutes on the clock. We are only 34 subs away from a 3rd pack. It could be a trifecta tonight. We could give away like the even 3. You know, like we've got 2. We could go with 1 more and then go. C Engineering says, if I win, I'm going for the ship. A pat trick.
You should go for the ship.
A pat trick. There you go. Berlin says, if you're a player who can use the loot that the extra starts give you, yeah, absolutely. I agree. Oh, my goodness gracious.
Here we go.
I'm being raided.
Warp 137 with a distraction while DJs is being raided.
Thank you, Warp 137 with
Wonderful.
another 5 gifted.
Oh,
Appreciate that very
no.
much. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and throw up a 12-hour, it looks like. Thank you. Appreciate that. Look at that. Agonor dropping 10 gifted. Guys, you're going to do
Thank
it.
you, Agonor.
My goodness.
You're going to do it. We've got about
This is
100
crazy.
seconds. 100 seconds left on the clock. You're only 18 subs away from the patch trick. Oh, my goodness gracious. The patch trick.
They all want the GS31. Look at the aft on that ship. It is sexy.
It is a... It's a fat aft.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there you
The
go.
fattest
right
one
there.
we've seen in a long time.
Okay.
70 seconds on the clock, 18 subs away from the Pat Trick, giving away 3 GS31s tonight. Yeah, that's correct, Mimi. I was not being rated. I was cracked. Iron Fister dropping 5 gifted. We're getting closer. Iron Fister.
No, I think you're
and
50.
Spock! Spock dropping a 10 bomb. 3 subs
Oh my
away.
gosh.
45 seconds away. I told you guys the hard part was over. The hard part was over, Tarpy. Now it's a ship for every level. We are only 3 subs away.
Oh,
1,400 bits.
94%.
Yeah, we're gonna knock
Also,
this out right
reminder,
here.
buy things on the website, not on the app. If
Yeah,
you
obviously.
can, buy things on the Twitch website, not on the app.
You do save 30%
Jets
when
insanity.
you do save 30% when you do it on PC. Balabomb dropping 200. Kitty Bitties, thank you. Manxman dropping 100 Kitty Bitties. Jess Insanity dropping a gifted sub. Jongo dropping 5 gifted. And Matters dropping 5 gifted. Ladies and gentlemen, that's tier 12.
What?
Woo! What was that? Was that a whip?
Yeah, we're whipping them into shape tonight. We're giving away GS31s like they're candy.
All the GS31s. That's right. We've made 3 packs. We've made 3 packs tonight. Putt says, we're so close. Let's go for an orgy of packs.
Orgy?
An orgy?
Oh, Putsy.
Lord Ascarin, thank you for your biddies.
4G.
A 4G?
I think he was trying to say 4. Yeah, which is faster
Oh
than your
my God.
internet tonight.
Oh, that's true.
Putz wants to give away a. Appreciate that. All right, 3.5 minutes are on the clock. You guys want to make it a 4-pack? We can do that. Alpha Cypher, thank you for your 50. Your 50 bits. Appreciate that very much. Yeah. Oh, God. Broken Wolf.
Did you want me to fly the ship somewhere and test loot acquisition? Is that what we're doing?
Yes. We're on the whale cam. We're on the whale cam while we're working this thing out. We are in a level 12.
What crew?
Hype train. Well, first, I think you go with no loot. First, go with nothing. All right, that way we can get a baseline.
Okay.
All right.
So,
that way we get a baseline, and then we'll go. Yeah,
I have a
Tarpy.
question, Griffin. Can it hit 68s or 70s in the MU?
Let's
you
find
know?
out.
Is it big enough to do
Is
that?
that what we want to do?
I was going to say go hit Zindy first, but because I think that was the original question.
Well,
Was-
Zindy,
Let's
you know
go
what?
for the MU.
I want to run a double test here. Yeah, let's do Mirror
Because I want to
Universe.
see if Anorax works.
Exactly. We want to see if Anorax is
That's
going to
what
work.
I was going to go with.
Yeah.
But like, I want to see if it can kill things at a reasonable level in the MU. Because, you know, when you need to rep grind again, if you can hit 5 things all at once when you're rep grinding every 45 seconds, that's a significant swing in the amount of rep that you can get.
That's what I think too. Now, Griffin does have a maxed agony booth on here and a maxed temporal conduit on here.
Which will not affect the beam in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, either one?
And
No.
no, but it could affect the rep that he gets from the number of
Like,
hostiles.
that's what I was thinking. I was going for the rep.
Gotcha.
See right here. Boom. What do you think? Not going to happen?
Guys, we've got 90 seconds left on the clock if you guys want to go for the 4G. All right. We are, it looks like 49 subs away from finishing level 12. And we have 80 seconds on the clock. If you want to win a 4th ship, we've already pulled the the pack trick. The pack trick. And 49 subs out. 60 seconds on the clock. In the
People are
meantime,
bringing up
we are demonstrating the power of this ship by demonstrating the beam and whether or not Loot Crew will work on the beam.
I can't believe you couldn't last 2 more minutes.
It's the clock. It's the clock. We've got 40 seconds on the clock. 40 seconds. Thank you, Doug. Appreciate your sound alert bits. Boom, boom,
Yeah, so
boom.
Matters thinks you can look on stfc.space for that answer without having to grind.
What?
For how big the beam gets.
We already know how big the beam gets. We're checking Loot Crew.
16 billion on my tier, I believe, right? 16 billion.
20 seconds.
What a run this hype train has been, ladies and
It has
gentlemen.
been amazing. Thank you guys so very much. Zoidberg is getting ready to poop on Griffin.
Why did I Zoidberg? What did I do to you, man?
Right on the face. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. That is the Pat trick right there, level 12. Thank you guys so very, very much. 17% through level 12. The hype train has concluded. We are giving away 3 GS31s here tonight. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
That is amazing and awesome.
Little baseline here on these 58s. They're dead.
Well, that's not what we're one. Okay. So, well, stop. Okay, let's take a look
What,
right here.
aren't I going to Romulus? Then okay.
Well, didn't you just now beam him? You just now did it, right?
I beamed the 58s, yes.
Okay.
But I can
well,
keep going to Romulus.
Stop right now. No, stop right here. How much rep
Okay.
would you have gotten? So check a 58 level hostile. You didn't check first.
I did check first. I'm a dirty not checker.
Well, no, let's just stop right here and let's just do it. Okay? All right,
That's
so
what she said.
175,000 rep. All right, somebody right here. I'll make some notes. Give me a second. I'm opening a notepad. And then we're going to give away these packs, okay? Okay. 175,000 rep. He did 5 of them. Now, check your rep. We'll check. Okay, here's Romulan. 79, 006, 732, 196. Now, here's the thing. Obviously, he's going to get more than 525,000 because he's got other researches and things like that to go. Okay? Cruzito said, is he not maxed on his rep? Because we're going to use a loot crew here in a moment that affects rep gain, and we're going to see if it changes more. So go, there we go. Go beam hostiles right now. And what crew are you using? Hopefully no loot on this crew.
No loot on this crew.
There we go. Pike Moreau Janeway.
This is a damage crew.
And nothing below deck, right? Okay.
Right.
So let's go ahead and beam these guys, and then we're going to figure out your loot.
Double click. You got to double click that thing. There they go. Oh, look at that. They're all dead.
It is pretty. Okay, go check your rep again. And now you've got 79, 035, 222, 196. So that means, folks, that off of that one singular beam,
Jules has a point in Twitch chat.
off that one beam, he just earned 28,490,000. All right, now Jules says he wants you to. Why did you leave?
Well, I don't know. I didn't read fast enough. I'll go right back. Hold on. I was gonna go change the loot crew.
Well, wait a second. Now, Jules also wants you to kill 5 hostiles regular.
Okay.
And then we'll check your rep again. That will also help us determine how this is calculated. Then we will do crew. Okay? Then we'll do crew. And we'll do the exact same thing. We'll do the beam with a loot crew, and then we'll do the beam with the hostile crew, and we'll see if the gains are all the same.
This refly out to Sharon brought to you by Ghost Energy. Ghost Energy now available in 17 flavors. All the sugar, twice the caffeine.
Domo says marbles first. All right, I tell you what, let's let him kill these hostiles, and then we'll do marbles while he's recrewing, because I know some of you guys want to get to bed, and I promise that.
Why don't we go straight to marbles, and I will keep track of this, DJ. Go ahead and play your marbles, and I'll tell you when I'm done.
Nope. I want to see it on screen.
Okay, fine.
Jules says you won't really need to change crews. This test will be conclusive. No, it won't. He's not using any loot crew. He didn't load any loot crew.
Come on,
so yeah,
Rift.
this test number 2 is going to be killing 5 hostiles with no beam.
Okay, this is where we were. Here's my
I also
faction.
feel like we're looking at these.
Yeah, I've got that figure. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm killing 5 of these.
Okay, go kill 5. Agonor, here's why I'm thinking that it will count. Because it counts for the Borg cube. Spock says he has other things that give him loot. Yeah, with the agony
the
booth.
research, of course.
Well, and agony booth. I see what you're saying. So, okay, Jules, I think I see what Agonor is saying. If this loot, if this rep gain is exactly the same as the beam, then we know that loot crew is affecting the beam. Because the agony booth is giving loot. Yeah, Jules agrees. So if your rep gain is precisely the same, then that means the beam is getting bonus from loot gain. Paulo says, don't forget, rep gain crew exos will do more than loot crew. Yeah, I get that, but we're just trying to keep it simple right now, bro. Trying to keep it simple.
So
Okay,
I've
there's
done 5.
So go to your reputation, and I will do some math.
Here we go. Survey says.
Okay. $28,490,000, guys. It's precise.
It's the same.
It's the exact same. $28,490,000 here in the exact same rep from beaming 5 hostiles as he did from killing 5 hostiles, which means that the beam is impacted by gains.
Well, that's
right.
outstanding.
Wow. I kind of figured that it would.
Permission to fly home.
I kind of figured that it would because it does on the board cube.
So now, do we need to see Anorax?
I think we should see Anorax. Yes. Benny Hill, the beam cooldown for Griffin is only 45 seconds because he's tier 15. It's higher at the lower tiers. Yeah, that's going to help save some time in rep grinding. All right, while he is recrewing with Anorax and 5, we're going to play a game of marbles. Tarpy, we've got 3. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Guys, we're going to switch over to my screen where we are going to load up a game of marbles, and we're going to give away 3 GS31s.
Wow.
Let's wait for him to bring up. So now, DJs, or is it still loading?
What?
Are people supposed to be putting exclamation point play yet, or do they need to wait?
They need to wait. Divine, I know Anorax is chest loot, but I mean, we're going to see if the beam, if it applies to the beam as well, because you get.
I'm doing Anorax 5 and who?
It doesn't matter. Anorax 5 and Janeway. Doesn't matter. All right, here we go. Giving away 3 GS31s! Exclamation point play. Let's hit it. We've got 186 out of our 320 people in the audience. I mean, there's got to be a few more people.
Nice. Healthy.
Got to be a few more people in here who want to pop up.
Remember, if you already have the ship, still enter because you can still win an upgrade pack for the ship.
Absolutely. You can get an upgrade pack for the ship. You can buy a Prime if you would like. I mean, really, you can get anything. We're encouraging you to get the GS31, but you can get whatever pack you want. We're not going to mess with you on that. All right, we're going to start here in just a moment. Bum, 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 bum.
Do you want me to pop rep exos or no?
No, one variable at a time, man. I don't want to mess with it. Actually,
Yes,
Jules,
sir.
Jules, what do you think? Yeah, one rep exo maybe? 1 rep exo? I mean, if he still does a beam of 5 and kills 5, we can still make sure that it matches. Yeah, I'll do that. Pop 1 rep exo. Because, again, Jules is right. If you beam 5 and then you kill 5 and it's the same, then everything counts. So go ahead and do that. All right.
Done.
We've got 201 people in out of the 321. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for you to win a free Jizz 31. No, Berlin. Anorax works on Trellium as well. But he'll have to go to a system that has Trellium A in the loot chest. So make sure you go to a system that has Trellium A in the loot chest, okay? Which is
4.
Yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Exclamation point play. 10 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Your chance to win a free GS31 is right now here on Talking Trek. And they're off. There go all of the marbles as they drop down. One marble getting a very quick drop and an extreme advantage as they head down. 2 marbles are the 2 to beat as we head into our opening straightaway. Thrawn is in first place as he heads down the left side of the track. However, Sports Sock on the other side is making his way down, moving quickly and speedily through the traps, not even hitting one of the first obstacles, and is still very clearly in first place. All the way back over to the left-hand track, there's Thrawn making his way down the loop-de-loop and trying to get caught back up into the first place position, but it is still Sports Sock who is holding on to the first place lead. Johnny 5 has broken in and is competing for the first place spot. There comes Clambuster, also making his way into the lead of the pack. Oh, but he hit a trap. Is he going to be able to navigate? No, he's going to get stuck. Oh, that is a disaster for Clambuster. There goes Dom as he is trying to clear it. Is he going to get trapped? He is also trapped. There goes Razzahound working his way into the front of the track. Remember, 3 packs, 3 ships means the top 3 winners are going to hook up. There goes Razzahound. Fell off the track. Iron Chef is coming in. He is now in the lead. Thrawn and Johnny 5 in second and third place as we head into the Dangling Bells. Iron Chef getting tripped up here, but still working his way kind of through, making his way, still in first place. Johnny 5 in second, Candy White in third. But right now, anything can happen as balls might be able to fall off. Ladies and gentlemen, Iron Chef has finished in first place. Blaze Taco and Strider Proudfeet finishing in the top 3 spots. Congratulations, they are the winners of the GS31. Congratulations to our top 3 finishers. Ooh, what a nice race that was.
That was a good one.
Woo! Almost, Johnny 5. Almost. Dr. Iron Chef hooking up with another pack. He just won one the other day. That's awesome. Blaze Taco and Strider Proudfeet. Congratulations. You guys are the winners of our 3 GS31s. That's right. Blaze Taco's in the chat. He says, wait, no way. No way. Absolutely. You just won a free GS31. Good race, everybody. Congratulations. Yes, Agonor, I don't like running multiple races. It was only 3. 3 spots, top 3 spots. That actually increases the odds. That's how that works. Congratulations.
It does indeed.
It increases the odds by doing it out of 1 race. All right, putting it in my notes right now. 3 winners, $100 packs. There you go. Agonor says not if you're outside the top 10. I mean, either way. If you do 3 different races, then you'd have to win it, which means you'd only have like that 1 top spot. At least here you had an opportunity, 3 spots. There you go. Tiger, thank you for the hydrate. That's right. Alpaca says, remember, many marbles died to get you this win. Congratulations to our 3 winners. Be sure to DM me over on Discord. I need your player ID, I need your ops level, and I need the exact pack title name that you want. Your player ID must be copy and pasted. We do not accept screenshots. Player ID, ops level, and the exact pack title that you want. And it might be possible for me to still work it in for this run. I don't know. If you send it to me tonight, I might be able to squeak it in there. If it's tomorrow, I don't know, because I know that pack processing is already underway. So no promises. If you get it to me tonight, you have a better chance, all right? So DM me on Discord right now. All right, moving back over to the whale cam. Here's Griffin, and we're going to take a look and see what it's looking like over here with our rep grinding. All right, so what we are going to do here is, if you would show off your crew, what we're running with now. That's right, Forgotten Seconds.
Yes,
Pure
sir. We
RNG.
have a nice loot crew. We've got good old Enerax there. We've got some rep grain over here because you didn't care, and I got 5 over there.
Okay.
And then I have that below deck
and you've got a rep XO,
rep
right?
crew as well.
You got a rep XO?
Correct. I popped a 100% Romulan XO. Correct.
Okay.
Can you go hit
There we go.
68s or 70s? instead of 58s?
Why? No, it has to be a Trell A system. Now, I mean, if it can do it.
Okay, big hostels. That's like if we're also trying to say that
Do
the
we have a
beam is
system in
useful
mind
at
that you'd like me to go to?
Well,
I'll go there.
that is what matter. I would agree that matters is correct there. STFC.space will tell you if your beam can kill a hostile. All right. Right now we're just testing loot. It doesn't necessarily matter. Your beam is going to be custom to you, and you can tell that by looking at STFC.space because it just does whole health.
and then getting a few messages that say, "Hey, make sure he goes to hit a big thing," and it's like, okay, I just want to,
Well, I mean, we can do some. I mean, we don't have to do that test here.
If it's on STFC.space, people can look that up on their own too.
Yeah.
So
do I have to go down here for these A's, or can I come up here?
No, you can go up there.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let's see here. Let me pull up the Bible. Let me pull up Jules's Bible. Okay. Mirror Universe. All right, so let's have you go to. Now, see, Rami is not going to work. That's all FKR. All right, we're not going to get an Anorax test over there.
Jessica?
Actually, you're not going to get an Anorax test anywhere when we test rep. So we're going to have to pull. So we'll have to test the rep, and then we're going to have to pull Anorax into a Trell system to test him.
Okay. So here I am in the same 58 system, and here is my current faction rep for Romulan.
I'm going to write it down here. Okay. So you are 79063 712 196. Got it.
Okay, and I'm beaming.
Okay.
Here comes the beam. That doesn't look like a beam. There it is. Okay, they're all dead.
And new rep is 79 111 329 696, which, and these are the same hostiles that you just killed, right?
Correct.
These are the exact same hostiles you just killed, correct?
Yes. I'm sure I was in Rami.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I was in
guys,
Rami
he
before.
now just got 47,617,500. So loot gain definitely worked.
Okay, now you have that number so I can hit 5, right? Or do you not need me to?
Go ahead and hit 5, but it should be the same. Anorax does not work on rep. All right. Anorax does not work on rep divine. So he will not work on Rami chests. At least not that we can track. And he will work on the faction credits that come in, but you can't definitively track that, which is why we need to go to a Trell A system to check Anorax.
And 5. I think this is number 5 right here.
Okay.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Waiting for the 5th one to pop. Okay, so there's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great.
Okay, check that rep.
Back to the faction. And here we are.
79, 158, 947, 196. I can tell you
DJ,
right
do
now,
they match?
47,617,500. It is an exact match. Exact match.
All right.
All right, there you go. So Exo works. Loot Officer works. Last test is going to be Anorax. So now we need to move you into.
Tell me where to go, partner.
Fastest way would be to extract and then just come into the first level system.
No, it wouldn't.
Because they all drop, what, 25?
No.
Trell
No.
No.
Stop. Go back to where you are. I think you can do it with one hop. Let's see. Nope, not Sharon.
Oh, these are. Here I go. I can go to Unroth, and that's D, I think.
Unroth is D. Yes, Unroth is D. I'd rather not go there.
Is that bad? We can't.
No, I don't want to go there.
With D?
Go to. Can you get to? We're gonna try to see if we can satisfy Tarpy's curiosity here. Let's see if we can get to Karaya.
Where's Karaya?
Right
here.
There. Yeah, it's a couple of hops, but
we can do that. So
that's a level
Jessica
68.
Hoven.
That's a level 68 hostile that will drop.
Jessica.
That will drop either. Ooh, this is going to be tricky because they're an either or. It'll either drop 1275 or 14,000. So we're going to have to.
Well, that's a big difference. We can obviously see that one at a time.
Yeah. Well, no, it won't be one at a time though. It's going to be 5. So we're going to have to kind of piece it together.
True.
Yeah, we'll have to kind of piece it together. But
that's why I said to go to the lowest level system, because they don't have 2 different sizes. They're all just 25 in the box.
No, they're not.
Well, we can do that.
No, they're not. They're 100 or 160. Actually, what you would be better off doing, stop there. Stop there. Where are you now?
Stopping. I'm at going to Hoven right here, the extract.
Hoven is perfect. They only have 1 chest, and it's 50 Trillium D. Hoven is
so what do we
perfect.
need to see?
All right. First of all, make sure there's no survey. You're going to have to kill the survey manually if you see a survey. We don't want to beam the survey.
Well, it seems to work on proximity, so I can say that I'm pretty good over here.
It's proximity to the hostile that you hit. There's a survey. Go ahead and.
I will kill the survey. I'll just kill him.
Yeah. Is your cargo?
And then I'll break my clock waiting for it to reappear.
What's in your cargo? What do you got in your cargo right now? Anything?
Right.
No, if we're looking at Anorex, what's in his cargo doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind.
All right, so I'm going to clear this chest out, obviously.
Yeah. That's going to get you a little D right there. Okay. Now, if you beam 5 of these, then there would be 5 chests of 50 only. All right?
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Beaming. Ooh, that's weird.
That's because you clicked it twice.
All right, so I killed 5.
All right, you've got 5 chests.
5 of them are dead.
Yep, and you see we got 5 chests there. So it's either 250 or it's going to be higher.
Okay, we might need to screenshot this. Let's see, because it goes fast now. I got it.
I missed it. I didn't see. How much did you get?
Well, it should be on there. Hold on.
Should be on what?
Let me paste it in a.
Oh, did you screenshot it?
Hold on. Yeah, I screenshotted it. All right, so I received 65 of the D. How weird.
65. That's not right.
No, because it's showing D multiple times. I got 65 and 65 more and 65 more and 65 more and 65 more.
Oh, okay.
Didn't combine them.
Then Anorex works. There you go. Anorex works. Because he was only supposed to get 50. All right. And he got 65, which means Anorex's loot bonus worked. All right.
Wow.
He got, what is Anorex? 30%, right? Check your Anorex for me. It should be 30%.
I sure can. No, I can't while I'm out of the ship.
No. Wait. You can check it right there. Go back.
Here?
Yes.
Okay.
No, not on the
Well,
Enterprise.
by going over here?
Yeah, no, not on the Enterprise. Click left.
Without
hold
synergy,
on.
it's 30. It doesn't matter his level or tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30%.
Absolutely. 50 turns into 65. There you go. All right. So Anorex also works on the beam. There you go. Confirmed.
That's great.
That's significant.
That is huge. The beam does not target Q's trials, by the way. Thought that was weird.
That's not wildly surprising. Because there's not multiple targets there.
I am so positive
I'm full of positive energy.
Kenny says, look at the battle log. Let's take a look at his raw beam power, and then we can take a look and see if it would be strong enough to kill a 68 or a 70. That is a good observation, Kenny. Thank you. So will you go to your battle log and just pull up any one of those and in the battle log details?
16 billion, just as advertised.
16.2 billion. So let's go to, I'm going to pull up over here. Let's go to Spock's Club. Not Spock's Club. STFC.space. Yep, STFC.space. We're going to go over here to Hostels. And actually, no, I'm going to go to Systems. That'll be easier to find. Where were we? We are looking for Mirror. Let's just look at Mirror Romulus. That's the biggest one. Mirror Romulus.
That is.
You can't do it.
Largest hostels there. Hull Health, 97
Never
billion.
gonna happen.
Not going to happen. Let's take a look at Terix, the 68.
Terix, T-E-R-I-X.
No, he can't do that. He can't even do the 60s. I checked.
Okay, then why are we
So I'm
looking
stuck
at
at 58s.
Yeah, the 60s are 7-point-something billion. So until they add another billion or so from a prime,
what is
you're
happening?
doing 58s.
Oh, I'm looking at hostels, not systems. Dummy.
Not even Sharon? C-H-E-R-O-N?
Not even.
Let's see how far down we can go. Sharon, level 60. Wait, is that linked? I'll be damned. That's awesome.
Nice.
Yes, Sharon, it will work. Those are only 7.5 billion. Yours is 16 billion. Let's check Paraleon.
I'm in Sharon right now.
Paraleon, it will not work. So, Mirror Sharon, level 60 hostels. That's as high as it will work.
Yep, I just killed all 5.
Billion.
Yeah, Mirror Sharon, it will work.
I just got all 5 in Sharon.
Because those and Sharon are only 7.5 billion.
And I have that battle log up right here. And then it's gone. Gonzo.
There you go. So, to confirm.
So how much am I getting?
At max and max research, max tier of the ship, currently in mirror space, it will go up to level 60 hostels.
Can you write down this value here? 79 million?
Yep, stand by. Okay.
And now, boy, that's so fast. 45 seconds. No juice to replenish. Come on.
I love that there's no juice for it. Yeah.
Okay, so now they're dead.
Okay. Check.
Here's my new
rep.
total. What is the delta?
Hang on. 793 85,711,500.
Every 45 seconds. And that's not with all 3 exos popped, and that's not even with the best rep gain crew. So I'm probably looking at 100 million every 45 seconds.
100 million
That's
every
pretty
45
stupid.
seconds. Now,
And it's taking 0 damage.
well, yeah, it takes
Obviously.
no damage because it's not hitting anything. Alpaca says, how would that compare to killing 70s manually?
Well, 70s manual, I'm getting around 60 million per hit, but I got to watch it.
You got to watch it, and you'd have to go around hit, and you're
And
gonna
I'm fighting the clock. And
You're fighting the clock, and you would have damage. You would be incurring damage, which means you might not be able to survive the 30 minutes or whatever.
yeah, the NSCA protector maxed. You have to replenish it, and you have to run your Omega 13 if you want to keep it in there all 30 minutes. That's expensive. The Omega 13 does not come cheap. And you can only repair your whole health every 5 minutes, so it's tricky. You basically end up being dead around halfway through, 20 minutes through, but you are getting a couple billion every run. This, I can stay in there the whole 30 minutes, but Matters is right. It's going to be even better once they increase the power of that beam. I'm still not mad at 100 million every 45 seconds, because that's still going to take me to 3 billion over 30 minutes.
I was going to say in a
Not
matter
the best,
of,
but okay.
in a matter of 8 minutes, no, 6 minutes is a billion rep. 6 minutes, a billion
It's pretty
rep.
good.
Right? Am I doing
That's
that math
stupid.
right? 100 million every 45 seconds?
You are.
So in 450 seconds, there's a billion. 450 divided by 60, 48. I'm going to say 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Every 8 minutes is a billion. I mean, that's not bad.
No, it's not. I mean, while I'm here, I'm going to see what happens when I go to Romulus.
But you're not going to be able to kill them,
than he
Romulus.
gets already, I think.
But I can
It's lower
perhaps
per-
double tap them.
I
We'll
was going
see.
to say, it's lower per kill. It's lower per kill. We just established that. But like he was just saying, you're not going to be able to survive all 30 minutes. So there is that. Killing level 70s, you do not survive all 30 minutes.
Oh, yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, not with 70s. No.
Let's see what Terex says. Even still, this is a compelling new way to farm faction rep. That's for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's certainly a viable alternative. It may not be the best in terms of this, but it's certainly a viable. Certainly,
Oh,
a
you know
viable
what it does?
opportunity. It will weaken those, so it makes it easier to kill the others.
You know what it does, DJs?
Huh?
I can have this bloody ship in here killing 60s and still be running the protector killing 70s and almost double my throughput.
Yeah, you could because
That's
you've
gnarly.
still got exos running.
Yeah. And the exos with that multiplier is what makes all the difference. These 68s are only down 20%. Yeah. So that's just not going to work.
No.
You're going to have to stay in the 60 for now. But that's fine.
Yeah, Vulcan.
So you
doesn't
just
do
come
it,
over there
Paraleon
every
doesn't do
45
it.
seconds and pop that. Then you go back to your protector and feed your protector. You're hitting probably 10 billion every 30 minutes now. Dumb. It's dumb. This is silly.
Cruzito says, "Why would you not
Well,
use
there you
your
go.
cube? Why do you use your protector
Like
when you're
it's-
grinding the regular ones?
Why not? What's wrong with that?
Your cube would do better.
Well, now it would. Now that I'm at level 70, I'm sure it probably would. Because, Cruzito, it costs a lot of money to max the protector, okay? So I got to take it out of the ship. I'm not going to mothball it.
He's gonna use it, obviously.
It's a max protector. Give me a break. The cube can last the whole time. So, I could. No, it's not a bad choice, Cruzito. It's about choices. Now I can have a protector and a cube and the garbage cow and just be fabulously wealthy with faction rep all at the same time using the same
and credits
exocomps.
and all the other stuff. I mean, it's
Protector is cheaper to prepare.
you're bringing
That's true.
you are bringing a maxed GS31 to do all of these tests. So like also a 60 who's theoretically going to be farming in the 60s or somewhere in G5 is farming in the 60s. That's not necessarily going to be the ability of their ship.
Well,
So
no.
like this is obviously
I mean, we clearly
yeah,
said
not
this.
for-
This is max. I mean, this is a tier 15. It's going to take
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time or a lot of money for somebody to get there. This is the long-term end game potential of this ship as it stands.
Right. And it's
But it's nice to see
there's
that
going
now.
to be faction locks. Yeah. There's faction locks for people who would actually be looking at doing this soonish. Is what I'm saying. Like we just got to remember
Mhm.
that while we're doing this math.
Kalimvor says there is some merit to using the protector because of cargo space as well.
No, not really, because I'm not there for
yeah,
that.
because
I'm there for the rep.
you're going when you're in those systems. They're what is it, Trillium A? No,
No, you can get D, but Or ship parts. There's ship parts.
Yeah, it's ship parts. Yeah, because
So I don't need any more of this. I have so many ship parts that I don't have room for any more. Cool. So what I can do now is I could try all these ships tomorrow and run all three of them at the same time. Desters, I would have already done that, but I electrocuted myself on Sunday. Okay? I've been recovering.
Funny. Cruzito says, so is it really an option for rep grinding for appropriate ops level? That's the question we're asking. I think it's a viable alternative. It's not the number one replacement on rep grind, but it is an alternative to grinding individual ships. It is an alternative to paying super close attention to your screen time. You know, you got to remember, too, at an ops level lower than tier 15, Cruzito, you're also looking at a minute and a half on the cooldown or 2 minutes on the cooldown. So, you know, I don't think it will ever be better than actively grinding with a full loot crew with a protector and or a cube, but it is an alternative. It's a secondary option, and that's fine. It doesn't have to be the number one thing for rep grinding because it was never heralded as the game-changing rep grinding ship. This is us finding alternative uses for it. It's not going to be number one in rep grind, but it can hold its own. The cube will probably still be better.
If you're in a rep grind mood, then it is a good secondary shift for grinding rep. If you want to go and kill some eviscerator crap, then it can absolutely do that. As I said earlier, this ship is the opposite of a one-trick pony. That's sort of I'm like, what can I use it for? What else? What additional value can I get out of it?
That's a fair statement because what we're looking for here is
a Renaissance donkey, not a one-trick pony. It's a Renaissance donkey.
Yeah.
Karkin's high again.
I don't know.
The opposite of a one-trick pony is a Renaissance donkey. Come on, it's common knowledge.
Griffin, can you beam a Gorn ship with it? Because it says it doesn't work with the Borg cube beam, but does it work with the GS-31 to hit Gorn? It does?
Let's go get eviscerated really quick. Let's get eviscerated. Come
ironically,
on, right
that's exactly what I was looking at. I was looking up Pateros right here. Let's look at the battleship. They should have the most hull, and their hull health is 1.1 billion, and that's in the level 68 system. So you're definitely fine there. We'll pull up Whalecam so he can demonstrate you actually beaming it. But again, this is fundamentally different than a Borg cube. This is able to be used in arenas where a Borg cube cannot. But, yeah, Divine says, what about beaming Xindi battleships for chips? Here's the problem with that, Divine. You've got interceptors in that system as well. Why wouldn't it work?
No, it won't work because they got so much hull. There's no way.
Oh, the aquatics.
You need the NX-01's damage boost.
I thought I was doing it in the 42s. Am I wrong? I think I remember doing the 42s when I was testing it the other day. I could be wrong.
Oh, were you? You could beam the 42s?
Oh,
okay.
Interceptors or battleships?
Well, you can only get the chips from the battleships, so.
Yeah, but
either way, like by the time you're able to get a GS-31 that can beam the battleships in Xindi, your NX-01 is going to do way better, and you can't make the beam only hit battleships.
Well, you're not going to get five.
Everything close.
You're not going to get five at a time anyway, Tarpy, because there's interceptors. The battleships aren't going to be close enough together. You might get two.
Yeah, you might get two.
But it's not like you don't need the other loot on a daily basis.
Yeah, but you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't do that in the 42s, though. You'd be doing that in a much higher system. And
okay, we have ripped.
Yeah, the hull, by the way, is 444 billion, even on the level 42. So Griffin's high. He did not do that.
Ooh, I must not have. Commence primary ignition.
All right, here they are against the Gorn, and boom goes the dynamite. There they go.
Franchise.
That's outstanding. Can I do the 70?
What's the name of that system?
It is Rioha, RIOHA.
I'm going to bet that you can.
You should be able to.
Yep, absolutely. The hull is 1.8 billion. So even against the max
Gorn
ones,
have low. going to have low hull because of the only isolytic works things. So they gave it relatively low hull. But now that lots of people have lots of isolytic, they're quite squishy, super squishy.
Now, imagine.
Also,
see, this is the problem right here.
For that reason.
The question is, why would you want to? Because you're giving up the whole point of this ship is to get that loot bonus.
What?
The Apex isomatter.
Well, if you put the Chaos Tech.
Nope. That doesn't affect
what is it
Apex.
Called? The temporal?
Nope. That does not affect Apex. Only volatile.
No. The Chaos Tech gives you the Apex.
That's
it
right.
It turns non-eviscerators into eviscerators.
Yeah, that's actually right. That's correct.
If you put that one on, or not the temporal thing, the Enran's something post, the goalposts.
Yes.
Okay, well, I am instant going home. I am grabbing that Chaos Tech.
The trading post, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
Execution post.
Here it is.
Execution post. Yeah. So you put the execution post. That's going to increase your Apex isomatter, which basically replaces the eviscerator, and gets you
by how much?
100.
Oh, by 100,000%.
Yeah. So it's
that's
even
better than better than the ship, which is 60,000%.
Yeah, it's even better than the eviscerator. So
it is better than the ship. Yeah.
Why are you going to 68s? Don't do that. Awesome. Go to the 70s.
Well, because I can rip there and get there quicker.
No, what? You can rip to the 70s.
See, I'm already there. I can't because I don't have a ripper open on the 70 because my stupid eviscerator is not on the 70 because it can't get to 70.
Disco.
Even though it's maxed.
Disco, bro.
We don't use discos here. I thought you didn't like them. We don't use them on this show.
Now that it's grindable, you can do it. I don't care anymore.
Oh, okay. Now you're a fan all of a sudden, you little turncoat. You Benedict Arnold.
No, it's grindable. I've always said that. I've literally said that since day one. When it becomes grindable, I'll be less judgy about it. But they shouldn't have paywalled a quality of life improvement.
Well, maybe I forgot about the discovery in this particular case. See, look, I don't even have it. I don't have it upgraded enough.
All right, fine. Whatever.
I'm still working on that grind. I'm still grinding that out. I haven't paid for it. See, you guys think that I just buy everything automatically because it's in the game. That's not the case.
Oh.
No.
Really, no.
But now I can.
His eviscerator is not maxed, I don't think, 777. Your eviscerator's not maxed.
It is maxed. It is maxed.
Well, why can't it get there?
I don't know. I didn't program the game.
Are you missing research? You're missing.
I'm not missing.
You're missing research. Bullshit.
Doesn't have warp range research.
I am not missing research. What research do you think I'm missing?
Go to the Starship tree. He didn't do research.
Yeah. For the eviscerator or the disco?
The eviscerator has warp range research.
Look, max. Everything's maxed.
What the hell? No, there's something wrong.
Oh, yeah, it's max. Well, just put Grush on it and you'll be fine.
No, wait, why? You shouldn't need that.
I shouldn't have to. Anyway.
Wait, so the ship max can't even get to the biggest system?
I mean, the ship is at 1529 warp, and this system requires 1700.
Scopely, what the hell?
We haven't had this problem because nobody's maxed it yet. And anybody who's maxed it doesn't use it for that loot.
You shouldn't need a fleet commander. You should not need Slipstream. You should not need Grush for the ship to get to its native system at max, and it can't even get there. That is inappropriate.
Yes, Fleet Commander Kirk is slotted. Look, are you going to make fun of my research in here now, Cruzito?
Yeah.
Is it this one?
No.
It's
up at the top.
I think that one's maxed. Increase warp range. See, look, maxed.
Oh my God, that is dumb.
So
that's a fail. That is a fail.
It's only taken us a year to figure this out.
Well, that's because nobody maxed an eviscerator because it's such a shit ship.
Get eviscerated, bitch.
It's such a shit ship. And now we've proven that it's even more shit.
After they released it, they actually increased its warp range.
It's a shittier ship than it was before.
Oh, you're so full of shit.
Oh my god, if you guys are swearing, I'm totally swearing from now on.
Commence primary ignition. All right, so now let's see what my
All right, how much loot you carrying now?
They are dead. Look at the whoa.
That's a lot.
Oh, that's definitely worth my time.
That's a lot.
That is definitely worth my time.
That's great.
Okay, so the Eviscerator is officially retired. It is mothballed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your dongle ship can be retired.
It can definitely be retired. There's now no purpose for having it.
Insane.
Now, hold on, because wait a minute, because the Eviscerator does come with a 65,000 bonus on its own. Then with the Chaos Talk, you add the additional 100,000 bonus to it. The only problem is it can't get to the effing system where it can reap its full potential. How can that be?
Yes. Well, that's the problem.
So dumb.
That is the problem to have. Oh, look, it's time to hit it again.
That's nice.
And now 45 seconds later in total, we've done 2 of these hits and we're standing at
that's
$500,000 Apex ISO.
That's insane.
Think about how quickly you're going to get through the Gorn ticket event on Friday.
In 90 seconds.
I'm just going to sit here for 30 minutes and I'm just going to.
Why would you sit there for 30 minutes?
I can't summon their Cruzito.
You can sit there for 2 minutes.
I can't summon their Cruzito. My Discovery doesn't work. It's broken.
Wow.
Broken warp drive.
That's insane. That's mind-boggling.
That is a great number. I'm telling you guys, this GS31, this is a badass ship. This is like the
really
value proposition ship of the last year and a half.
I got to go to the litter box. You guys entertain for a second. I'll be right back. We are getting ready to wrap up, but I've been holding it for 20 minutes trying to get off the stream, and I've got to go take a stream. I'll be right back.
So Chala, if you want to write down this number, I'm getting basically 250,000 in the 70. I'd have to hit 5 of these. Am I carrying any loot? I'm not. So let me just hit 5 68s really quick and I'll tell you. The question is, how much Apex ISO matter am I getting in the 68 versus the 70? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, way more.
Does anybody else need to see anything else about this GS31 before you rush to buy it? Is there anything else that I can demonstrate? I'd be happy to.
Yeah, go hit Silent Hostels with it.
Oh, I did, and that did go very well.
With Anorex too, because that's like Anorex plus this ship just seems to keep getting better. Or no, Anorex doesn't work for silence. Never mind.
No,
it's
not
fine.
for silence.
Yet potentially. But like,
okay, so
the reduction of grind and not using any goo or any consumable stuff.
That's the thing. Not needing any goo for it is incredible. All right, so have I hit 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Now we should preface this with, or at least add as a footnote that the only reason he has the only 45-second cooldown is because it's maxed, which requires a very high ops level and lots of money or lots of time.
And I said that a few minutes ago too, Matters.
Oh, I missed it. Sorry.
It's okay.
All right, so here we are in Silent Hostel Town, where we'll not be taking the Discovery.
Because you run out of those
Boy,
tokens.
it's slow. Get in there. Come on. Come on. All right, here we are in Zephyrian Axis.
Okay.
Oh man.
Home to the top end.
Add all of that plus incursion loot exo. So like,
Commence
I know
primary
that
ignition.
100% isn't great, but it just doesn't hurt. So just grind reduction.
Global Narf, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you.
Commence primary ignition.
Woo! Nice.
Got him. And according to my stats here, I just made up 8,200 of those little suckers.
And that was what? Is that the max silence system?
That's the max silence system.
All right. So what's the name of that system?
Zephyrian Axis. ZEPH.
Zephyrian Axis. Taking a look at my screen. The largest hostile. Now, this is going to be a little bit tricky here. The largest hostile in that system has a hull health of 10.4 billion. All right. So that means that not every hostile that you can beam in there. Wait, what? At max, it was 16 billion?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So at max, it'll take care of all of it.
You're good.
Yeah. That's the largest.
Yep, they all just died. I just targeted one of those, and he did not like it very much. And now I have 18,000 of those suckers. Every 45 seconds, I'm getting 9,000.
Explore.
You want to talk about loop ending? It's not technically loop ending, but it's definitely acorn packing.
I mean, yeah. It's seconds. I mean, God, man, what this they? I'm not going to call it.
I wonder if they really considered that prime, that increased the Borg cube beam. I don't know if they intended it to work with this beam as well.
It doesn't.
Yeah, that's why I can do 5. I think.
No. You can.
Isn't there a prime?
No.
To increase? No. Isn't there a prime?
No, the research does 5. I mean, you can do 5 beams. There's a research, but it's not prime, and the research is specifically for the JIS 31.
Okay.
Man.
I thought there was something with the Borg cube beam that was
over 100% to 200 or 300%. So you can do 2 or 3 in a row, but it doesn't hit multiple ships with one beam.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's a fair point. Aries says something that costs 2K to max can't be called OP, but, and I'm not calling it OP. I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's as utility based as anything in the game since the Borg cube, and maybe even more so.
And I honestly don't think it was 2,000. I think it was like 12 or 1,300, just for the record.
It's still a lot.
So Griffin's getting.
I'm not saying that's not a lot,
right?
What?
So like he's getting a grind reduction in a lot of other places. So I'd argue he's still getting his money's worth.
I mean, yes, thank you, Tarbatude. What I'm trying to demonstrate here is how many different aspects of this game it touches. Like even something stupid that you wouldn't think of, like X Borg grind. I literally go into that level 60 system and I'm there for 45 seconds and I'm done.
So it kills freebooters too.
Oh yeah, it annihilates the 60 freebooters. 1,000%. And by the way, it basically single-handedly takes care of solo waves.
Yeah.
It's nice to have a second kind of purposeful ship in there to back you up, but if you time it correctly, every wave, you hit your button at the beginning of the wave, and bam, there goes 5 of them, and then you basically have to, take care of the remaining couple that are still around.
Yeah.
So it's a wave buster. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm sure we'll think of more as time goes on. But here are some good examples of things that you might not have thought of, like the rep grind, the eviscerating, what we just did.
There's a very careful observation to make here, okay? And I'm going to pop that on my screen. It's that you're using a beam that's researched 810 million. This has ops locks, all right? Cruzito's pointing out, does it scale down? No. I mean, yes, it does, but not for the same loop ending things that Griffin is hitting, okay? For example, we saw a minute ago the Gorn, 1.7 billion, right? Where does this ship cap out for G5? Because at Op 66, I am capped at only 300 million. So I would not be able to kill Gorn with this ship. I'm at tier. How high can I get mine at Op 66? What's the highest tier that I can take mine? Because then I would take 300 million and add it to whatever. Well, tier 10 is where it opens G6. So yeah, Cruzito, it will for a G6 player, Ops 61, tier 10 would kill Gorn. Now, I don't believe that it is going. What did I just do? It will not kill Silence for me. At tier 10, I'm going to get 1.6 billion. That was not enough for Silence. Well, I mean, where, Cruzito? Ops 50 or Ops 59 or Ops 60? I mean, that matters. Okay? And no, for G4 at tier 3, I would not expect it to retire a bunch of loops. All right, I don't think that's going to happen.
Turn on the webcam. This is my favorite part.
Okay.
Here's everybody just grinding away in Axote. They're coming, they're going. And then when you just pop in here, especially when the ship's brand new, and you just sit in the middle and you just kind of pop everything around them. And they're like, I'll always get a DM like, what the F was that? This is great. It's worth the price of admission alone. Okay, back to you.
So will it kill a level 60 Gorn at tier 9? All right, good question. So let's find out. Tier 9, what ops level are you at tier 9? Because the research is going to matter as well.
It does.
So we're going to find the research.
Well, tier 9 is the very top of G5, so I would say Ops 60.
Okay. So at Ops 60, gravitational blast field. Ops 60 can have 200 million, and that's tier 9. All right. So 200 million, that's level 5 of the research. And then you said tier 9 of the ship. Tier 9 of the ship that's going to get you a total of 406 million. And we are going to look at, sorry, I'm getting ready to sneeze. I can feel it. It's coming. Excuse me.
Bless you.
You're looking at, where's
level 60 Gorn?
Level
is about 178 million.
So it's enough. So that's enough.
There you go.
Because you'll get 400 million, 430 million. Yeah. The beam research is not just for waves. That was actually changed. It is now all PvE. Okay. Wrong one. Oh, wait. It does say wave defense hostiles. I think we just proved that that's not accurate, though. I mean, literally.
I would agree.
We just proved that that's. Well, okay. Hang on a second. Here's how we can prove it. Griffin was getting 16.8 billion. He's maxed at tier 15. Oh, no. It ain't working. No. He's at tier 15. That's 16.2 billion. So it is only working in waves. Mm-hmm. So research will not work in. Yeah. So, well, hang on. What did you just say? What did you just say that hostile was matters? Help me out so I'm not bouncing screens. Tier 9.
178 million.
206 million. So the answer is still yes. You get 206 million at tier 9. If a level 60 Gorn is 170 million, then you're covered.
Yeah.
So, yes, Cruzito, there you go. It will still cover, for a G5 player, a level 60 Gorn.
It's pretty good.
So, at least in some areas, looks like it'll scale down. Maybe not for all of them. Let's look at level 60 freebooters. 206 million.
Easy.
Hostile. It's going to look up a freebooter. Level 60 freebooter. No. Level 60 freebooter is 1.3 billion. A tier 9 ship will not kill a level 60 freebooter. Not a tier 9. Putz is asking for a 55 silent.
No.
Probably not. Silent hostiles are pretty tough. A 55 silent.
872 million.
No, 55 silent. Oh, that's a 57. Sorry. What'd you say it was?
800 million.
So no, a 55 silent. That's 206 million. So, but it also will still work in some of the mirror space as well. I mean, not bad. Not bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive, actually.
I'm still looking at Xindi Reptilians right now. I'm on 59, level 59.
There's reptilians.
I'm just working my way up.
Reptilians would be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, why would you kill reptilians? Who kills reptilians?
Well, you need their currency for stuff.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, okay. Oh, you go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Nobody else does.
That's
yeah,
not
even
fair, sure.
Cruzito's like, wait, huh? Who kills reptilians? What? Weird ass.
I will have you know that the Xindi scraps that I get are very much needed in several faction trees. Okay. So.
Yeah, but the payout that you get from the expensive turn-in the export faction store is very small and not really worth doing once you actually have an NX-01 and are hitting aquatics. It's mostly just to get.
Agreed.
It's that training wheels into the Xindi faction before you even have an NX-01.
Weirdo.
But those Xindi Reptilians are very bad people and they need to be put in their place.
Yeah.
Just going to let them run rampant in the system.
Yeah, there you go. Well, go. You go take care of that. All right. I'm ready to be done. We've gone 4 hours. Didn't mean to. Questions?
Next time, we need to talk about these officers and see if they are how they play and fit into the game. We'll do that next time.
Yeah, we'll talk officers. Maybe we'll have Jules and Tarpey have something for us this Thursday for podcast time, but we will talk officers because we've got the tier 3 up right now. So, or the heroics up right now. So, TJ says, just to recap, which hostiles at their max level won't a GS-31 be able to beam dead? Mirror Universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's it, dude. Xindi Aquatic.
Xindi Aquatic.
Xindi Aquatic won't work.
That's it.
I think that's it, dude. Yeah. FKR hostiles. Yeah, it'll kill those.
Oh, it does a great job on those 70 systems. That makes it such quick work.
Yeah.
For your dailies, this is another one that I do my dailies with that now too. I go to an Ops 70 system federation, and I'm done in a very, very short amount of time. Now it won't kill on contact all 571s, but it does take around 90% of their hull. So then I can just clean them up and still be done very quickly.
All right.
In
so
one run. I don't have to make it 2 trips.
Yeah, that'll save faction repairs. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. Great ship, you guys.
Damn. All right then.
Mm-hmm.
Divine, the only problem with this thing when you try to say do it in 2 shots is because the ships continue to fly and you got a 45-second cooldown, so you're not guaranteed to hit the same 5 again.
I'm pretty sure you are. I'm pretty sure you do.
No.
No?
Nope. It's gonna be the one you attack and the 4 closest to the one you attack.
Mm.
Yeah. It won't be the same. It's always gonna be the closest proximity. Divine says eventually you'll tap them all out. That's true, but I mean you're spraying at that point. I think that's what the kids call spraying when you're playing. Like Oliver
Spray and pray.
Yeah, you spray and pray. That's right. Like in a shooter game or something like that. That's what they call it.
Are we talking about Oregon Trail again?
No. Oh, guess what? I didn't do my dailies. Oh, fun times.
That's not surprising. DJ, great show.
Thanks.
Thank you for all those questions out there, everybody.
Yeah, and I appreciate your insight. Thank you for the expert analysis and the demonstration, which is actually pretty phenomenal. I hope you guys learned a bunch tonight. And since we did struggle with YouTube, I will be able to take this one and export it over to YouTube, and I'll make sure that it's live tonight. So that way you guys will be able to watch it on playback on either platform. Thank you very, very much for all of the amazing love and support tonight. Let me turn on a track for us to get ready to go, and we'll find us a raid target. All right, let's see. I am refunding Toy Mice since I didn't do any of these things tonight. Sorry, Lieutenant Bennett. All right, let's find out who is on. Scribbler is on tonight. Scribbler is our only STFC streamer, so that is where we will go tonight. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you one and all. Thank you for the amazing support tonight. The hype train was incredible. Thank you. Congratulations to our winners. Be sure to DM me literally as soon as I get off the air. I'm going to add you to the pack list. That way it can be in process, and we don't have to wait a whole nother month for you to get your pack. All right, because I only get to do this once a month. So be sure to DM me right away. Thank you guys so very, very much. Appreciate you guys all. My name is Ultimate DJs.
Oh, and I'm Griffin.
And we'll catch you here Thursday night. Love you, mean it, everybody. Have a great night. Bye.
Bye.